This episode of Ride Rehab Watches is brought to you by this aesthetic. It was everywhere in the late 90s. What is this called? Tim Burton Funhouse?
This is your motion vehicle, the source of the most fun you are likely to enjoy in the course of your natural life. It is only fun, however, if and when we follow certain essential rules. Designed for convenience, courtesy, national security, environmental protection, personal hygiene, and all around good citizenship. First off, there's a good chance this ride is going to contain violent jarring motion. Of course, there's no smoking or eating inside. Naturally, there's no drinking either. If you have ever had a back or neck condition, heart condition, suffer from seizures, motion sickness, or simply cannot tolerate surprises, you are most certainly in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you are pregnant, under no circumstances should you, could you, would you be allowed to ride. Absolutely no large objects are permitted. We must insist that you load all the way into the end of your row. This attraction has been painstakingly designed so as to afford each and every one of you exactly the same view. Don't let one spoil the fun for the rest. Hats, purses, and other items not secured on your person should be held on your lap. You must remain seated and buckled in until you are told it is safe to do otherwise. Please inform your attendant if you wish to get off the ride. Shout for help. Wave your hand. Send up a flare. Enjoy. No animals were mistreated or in any way abused during making this motion picture.
Fall into our televoid and watch as we all get annoyed with videos strung from the past and references that sure don't last. Watch most things we all avoid, see classic stuff that's been destroyed. What's the worst that can go wrong? All we do is watch along. Ernest Regis Furries, Cinderella, Joe Rody, Cartoon Figment, Buzzy, Sagepetto, Colin Mockery, Danny K, Haunting Mickey, Shields and Yarnella's Babies, Castle Cake, Winnie the Pooh, Tweedle's Ass, Charlotte's Juice, yeah! Welcome to Ride Rehab Watches, where our Yeti mic does not like to actually unmute when you push the button. A cast member allowed me to steal these because we thought Kingdom Keepers was real. I'm Tyler, and to my left is a man who has genuinely told me that these intro banter bits are way too long, tedious, and awful. Thomas Kiernan.
Hello! I'm not backing down from that, and I'm not apologizing for it. He tried to publicly shame me and be like, oh, this guy doesn't like it. And I'm like, yeah, what are you going to do about it?
And we are joined by...
I am here to prove that point entirely wrong by filibustering the entire remaining 2 hours with my personal monologue. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I hope that this goes pretty well for everybody. And I should have planned better. Ben Harris.
Quality, where we're going, we don't need quality. I'm Matthew Soberman.
Yes, this show is the equivalent of rolling a natural one.
Yeah. A joke that has no place on this show where there's no RPG elements whatsoever.
Well, that would explain why the Yeti doesn't work.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, that was amazing.
You're...
Soberman does it again!
If you are new to this show, welcome. This is Ride Rehab. It's very hard to see with these on. Welcome to Ride Rehab Watches. This is the riffing show where we watch weird, obscure, or old things from Disney and the other theme parks around the world. And we mock and make fun of them, or just talk about how much we love something, which is going to happen a lot today because it's Back to the Future.
We laugh along with them.
Yes. So today,
we are going to be what was the title I made for this video? In defense of motion simulators. People give motion simulators a bad rap. But as we are about to see, there are some really well-made and really amazing motion simulators out there. The amount of time and effort people have put into making these things. Before 3D animation, they were made by hand. Star Tours was a set. A giant thing that they physically put a camera through. Everything on that ride.
Now they just digitally remake all the actors and things like that.
Yeah.
They don't. I mean, sometimes they don't need to digitally remake them. They can just get a guy in a Kylo Ren costume. Although I doubt they do. I'm sure they do just like digitally animate it because it's easier.
They right click in Blender and then and then they paste.
They animate it in Gmod.
Oh my god!
Sometimes you get the test mode and you're flying the Millennium Falcon around a cornfield in Iowa while Chewbacca's yelling at you.
There you go.
that is my dream.
Every time I see
Smugglers want one ride.
You want it to
break fly down? Around I want a cornfield while Chewbacca's yelling incoherently. I want the chaos.
Is there ever a time that Chewbacca's yelling coherently?
When he is genuinely angry about something, it makes sense.
Purchase stocks!
All right. So, what do we have on the docket?
The first thing we're going to watch, I actually found a documentary called Funhouse, which is about the art of attractions. This documentary was on Discovery Channel. We are, however, going to start it at the 20-minute and 14-second mark, though, because the back half of it talks about the Disney parks and then motion simulators, including how they made Back to the Future, Funhouse Express, and Star Quest, which are 3 motion simulators we are going to watch on this episode.
Okay.
So let's go into our movie whole hexagon. Whatever we call it.
Into the hex!
We got movies.
We got
Fasten your
movies!
seatbelts securely!
Yes, please move all the way to the end of the aisle. Put on your seatbelts. Give it a tug on the yellow rope.
I remember to rate us 5 stars on Yelp.
See, we moved all the way to the end of the row in the bottom right corner.
Wait, so you're saying this is a video about motion simulators? So let's start with Tower of Terror.
Well, I mean, it moves.
It's about
Yeah, but it's
thrill
not
attraction.
simulating movement. It is actually
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The first half of this was about like pretzel dark rides. So
welcomed by the hotel's ghost.
Wait, you're telling me that I could have a dark ride themed around pretzels?
Eerie is otherworldly.
Why aren't we watching that?
Coming to the Germany pavilion
might
soon.
be sucked into this hotel and never be able to escape.
at the Park
It
magazine.
just tickles your
That
terror
sounds
bone.
like a short-lived 90s magazine.
Old service
tickles
elevator
your
lifts
terror
riders
bone?
13
That-
unlucky stories to the hotel
I don't like
roof,
this.
where they will meet their ghastly.
What does Regis like?
I don't know.
What does Regis think? Regis?
Regis, how do we feel about this?
I think people.
Oh, okay, he's pretty happy.
The elevator they were riding in suddenly broke, and they went flying down to the basement.
Inside
Now you can
track
feel what that would feel like.
newspaper? That also sounds
Oh
like
man,
She
this
also
is like,
looks like the
this
same
is
man.
like the early days where people realized that you can actually like theme parks
The
had a
Tower of
fandom.
Terror is one of the latest
Yeah.
of many Disney Funhouse-style attractions that date back to the opening of
Funhouse style. Since when is a drop ride a Funhouse style attraction?
I love Mickey in the movie short.
Is this a motion simulator?
Welcome.
To me,
Yeah, we've heard this
Funhouse.
8,000 times.
Yeah,
We should have a check.
that really should be on the
master
bingo
of
card
dark.
somewhere.
You go through all these movies
Ah!
from Snow White,
Too
Pinocchio.
spooky.
They take her out.
It almost always dealt with the dark.
No, I think she's
so it
still
was
there.
perfect for him.
Disney was
What a knob.
Horrifying.
creator of dark rides, which really created
Oh,
a
guys,
film
guys,
experience.
did any
Dark
of
Ride
you
is
spot
glorious.
He doesn't even look
something into
old
my
enough.
ghost?
Spineless and meandering spectacles to almost a
Okay,
coherent
those cards movement is
storyline.
still pretty damn
So in
good.
a sense,
Yeah, it
they
is.
became as powerful and as sophisticated as film
That
technology
poor
and
rabbit
special
is just
effects had become.
horrified 24/7.
Oh my god. Look at him. Shouldn't he be? I want to
Ah!
say Universal.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Disneyland engineers
Look at all those chickens.
form of
Isn't
technology.
this that one documentary, Food Inc. or something?
Life is that added a touch of realism.
Guys,
to the
guys,
Funhouse
the
experience.
pirate is stuck on a boat. And he's sinking, the boat is sinking, but he won't get rid of the stuff. Guys, it's gonna be great, come on! And then we'll make like 5 movies about it.
Early dark ride is Pirates of the Caribbean. The last
Now if you just
attraction
shove your
is
head right down here,
ride
you'll see what it looks
Walt
like.
Disney.
Oh, and don't drink the water, just trust me on this.
Yeah.
Trying to force
bromine.
hiding places of the town treasure.
Has it ever been clear that that's the plot of the ride?
Water ride uses
No.
119
Not really, no.
animated figures.
I think
in more
the
than a
plot,
dozen separate
while
scenes.
admirable that they put it in
Oh,
there,
that's
is
something.
ultimately ancillary. No, we can't show this when it's canceled.
Recently updated some of the scenes.
Can we count the redhead as dead attraction?
Since it opened in 19...
I would call her attractive. I mean, an attraction, yeah.
Heyo!
We should start saying dead animatronics.
What is now called in the industry the themed experience.
Again, he doesn't look
Sounds
old enough to be a
totally
historian.
choreographed and everything in sync to create an experience for the rider. There were huge
Yo
props,
ho, yo
huge
ho,
scenery
the
pieces,
pirates like
and there was a lot of
Real
humor,
dead
a lot of
bodies.
Really good kind of visual humor in it.
You know,
And it
back
just
when
told
Walt
the
was
story
still
on a
alive,
level
it was
nobody had
cheaper
ever
to buy
seen
dead
before. It
bodies than it
really
was to make the
revolutionary
fake
for its
ones.
time.
Is that actually?
An incredible
That is genuinely
actually
true.
So
In the
well
film
thought out that it still
Poltergeist,
works.
they used real human skeletons for the scene where she goes under the house and is in
Oh,
like
yeah.
Opened in 1969.
Ooh,
Yeah,
more
they had to use
info
that-
online.
Produced at
Oh.
Walt Disney World in Orlando.
Oh, quick, everybody get online and vote.
999
Go to discovery.com.
Hey guys, let's celebrate motion
Some of them
simulators by
were
voting on our
effective
top
for a long
roller
time. Some of them were
coasters.
state of the art at that time, but it combined again the storyline,
I
the
wonder who won
music.
that.
The whole
We could
experience
probably
was
look.
very sophisticated and just
All those
Wow.
coasters are closed.
Oh yeah,
But
you're
wowing
right.
everybody was no easy task. More than 12 years in the
Is that
making,
person
the
okay?
Haunted
They were just like,
Mansion countless design and construction revisions.
They're
Maybe
too
they
busy
said
reciting the
local
stretching room spiel.
Oh,
to the
My mom was on the phone when we went on Haunted Mansion.
I hate that.
Ew.
I want
She was, I was like, the ride has started.
Just hearing that, I want to slap your mom.
Yeah,
phone
really.
out of her hand.
But here at Disneyland, where we have over 2,000 people,
Yay!
he conjured up something even
Someone
more
who knows what they're
diabolical.
talking
It's called
about.
the Doom Buggy.
Now,
We're
I'm
now
going to
next
put
to what we
Figment
call a
back
Doom
into
Buggy.
the
This is,
Imagination
Walt Disney
Pavilion,
Imagineering,
and I won't let them pay
invention
me.
called the Omnimover. There are 131
What?
Doom
Did that
buggies
happen?
moving along on this track endlessly from early morning
He
to late
said
at
in
night.
no
That
uncertain
gets
terms, like,
about
he would come back to
2,400 people an
Disney
hour
to
on this
to
ride.
bring Dreamfinder back into Imagination.
Yeah, I'd believe
We're
it.
about to have a seance here with Madame Leota. Like, this is
Almost
They
as
turned
if,
on all
like,
the
he
lights.
managed to piss off not only the fans, but the Imagineers as well.
Yeah, it's just universally a bad idea.
Trying to figure it out.
Just take a quarter of the budget
We try to
you have
avoid
for your
giving away
frickin'
our
Marvel
illusions, but I will
movies
tell you, we've been asked
Yeah.
more than one time
and make a little
about how this is
animated
done, and it's not a
22-minute
hologram.
episode special of Figment, and then you can justify making it.
Yeah. No, make a Disney Plus miniseries based off the comics, and then when it does well, put it back in the parks.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do have to.
So
I do
you
have
said
to
when it
register
does
a
well,
complaint.
but
For a party.
Can I register a complaint? So they managed to get the rights to play Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for me, but they wouldn't shell out for Grim Grinning Ghosts.
They were planning on doing that, but then they ran out of budget from the first one.
or they're going to give it. They're going to play it right as we're leaving this ride. It'll be the outro
Really
song.
let you take one of the residents home.
I like how they film the
Or
static
maybe
Doom
not.
buggy with the ghost in it. That's fun. I like how they made it look like.
ride recently added to Disneyland's
Nope.
Toontown.
She's not playing it.
Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin.
All right.
That guy was obscenely close to that car as it went by.
Yeah, it really was.
Do you actually control the spin?
I thought so.
Yes, you do.
On the classic Funhouse pretzel ride.
I don't believe that, but
Pretzel
Oh, there, they talked about
ride!
pretzel rides. See? Pretzel dark rides were just compact, horrible dark rides.
So even though we
Yeah.
wanted to do something
Jeepers,
new,
Eddie, I don't know if we have enough
we didn't
stalls.
want to reinvent the wheel.
Yay, the man who made
It's
Mystic
a hybrid
Manor!
of existing
This
technologies in the
guy's
park.
fantastic.
We
surrounded
physically
by the
went
Star
to
Trek
one of our
tubes.
existing dark rides, which is a ride vehicle that runs along on a bus bar, and we looked at the teacups.
Bus bar, is that where buses go to meet other buses?
I don't know if you guys caught that. Someone dropped something in that shot.
I saw their hat
Something-
fly off. Yep.
Yeah.
And went through the ride to see
That's
how this
why you take your hat off before you get on the
See the
ride.
hat?
marriage made in heaven.
You see the hat fall off, you hear like
Actually,
gears
Disneyland.
grinding. The ride suddenly starts spinning faster and faster.
Here inside Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin, and we
If
can
you don't
go
touch the
into a
wheel,
China
does it
shop
point towards
run by
specific show scenes like Buzz Lightyear?
No, I think it's kind of free. Like, you have to drive it, if I remember right. Someone will correct me in chat if I'm wrong. But if I remember right, like, if you don't turn the wheel, you just don't see anything particularly
And you'll notice
interesting.
all this crazy neon
Oh.
stuff. This is the first time we've ever tried.
It very heavily encourages you to actually, like, steer.
Then that wheel.
Yeah,
Gag in the book, you can see his
it is one of my favorite rides at Disneyland.
But now you, the gas,
Like, just for the uniqueness of it, like, you don't get that in Florida. You got to go to Japan to find that elsewhere. But
Juniper says you don't
Domestically-
control the spin, but the wheel looks like you could, so everyone tries to turn it. It is weighted, so if you don't turn the wheel, you move, but not in a particular pattern.
Oh, well, thank you for correcting me.
There's no getting out. Roger Rabbit, the very star of our movie, saves the day.
Man, that
There's
effect
Roger.
right there with the
Thank you,
hole in the
Roger.
wall
Love
is
you,
amazing.
Roger. And we're home safe. My goodness.
You're
I can feel my
welcome.
heart pounding, but we made it through alive.
I like the idea that the documentary filmmakers go up to all
is
these
this
people
a
like,
motion simulator?
Oh my gosh.
Based on the hit
we're getting to them, I promise.
Well, this simulates
100 years
motion.
of Funhouse ride
With that
design.
EMV base?
I mean, this is the closest thing to a motion simulator.
This
This one,
simulates
I
the motion
definitely
of
know the
walking
wheel
through the
does
park.
not work.
I know it, I was so disappointed.
To take you through almost an entire feature film.
Hey, this isn't our dyno either.
Get it.
Eh?
You get to
It's
be on
okay.
the adventure Jeep.
Well, we're gonna
get
take you
to
through
be
an
Indiana
entire
Jones,
feature
you
film.
get to go
Oh, so the
through
ride's an hour and a half long.
And I think they really
Could
pulled
you
off
imagine
well.
though?
It's not even
Hey,
that good
hey,
indie movie. That
There's
you take
only
them
one
through.
ride that.
This multi-million-dollar
There's only one
Funhouse took more
feature-length
than
ride that has
7
my
years.
heart, and that's the Universe of Energy.
160,000
Yeah, that's
square
fair.
feet of
That's true,
hand-carved
that's like
surfaces
45
and
minutes.
55
37 and a half
hand-painted
minutes.
murals were
And,
created
and
Oh my
worth
God.
every second.
Oh, there's the
dirt
poop hitting the
again.
wall.
Yeah.
Disney
They love that. They love showing.
Mwah.
Hey guys,
Hundreds
we
of
used
separate
real
special effects.
dirt on this ride. Oh,
Next.
jeez. Well, thanks.
Computer-controlled ride system.
Unlike the movie,
Next,
we have to make
test
these
track.
effects play real for our guests.
She's trapped in the
every
Phantom
18
Zone.
seconds. So I think it's really very successful. We created an environment where everything looks like it's falling apart. There's explosions, there's beams coming out of the eye. There's
That's right, we made it look like it's falling apart instead of leaving it to maintenance.
I heard that the ride originally opened with like an ice machine
Yep.
that would drop ice from the ceiling to make it look like real rubble is falling.
Sure
And it
did.
just fell in a hole, melted, and then got refroze again.
Yeah. That was the thing, and then they realized that was maybe not a great idea to throw water on this indoor attraction.
Remember the time
There we go.
C-3PO was dripping?
Hey!
Hey,
A
we
motion
did it.
simulator!
See how high-tech
Finally.
special effects are reshaping
Whoa.
the modern funhouse.
Whoa!
Terminator 2.
Cool.
There's got to be a good version of Terminator 2
transformed
3D.
an orange grove into the happiest place on earth. Silent
This
movie
was all
producer Carl
orange
Levy
groves.
founded the Universal Motion Picture Manufacturing Company. Today, it is known simply as
How many
Universal
farmers do you
Studios.
think were out of work after Walt just plowed those
Taking a
orange
cue from
groves?
Disney's success, Universal began to
killed
create
them.
theme parks built around funhouse.
That was the
rides
politest
based
way
on
to
their
say
hit
it. They said
films.
taking a cue from Disney's success, Universal decided to do a thing. Well, when you know they wanted to say, because they saw how much money Disney was making, Universal decided to rip them off.
With classic funhouse elements.
I've been on a lot of motion simulators. That type is the best kind.
The ride.
With the big, like, multi-row,
The
very
whole
wide-
audience on one big car.
Yeah.
The worst type are where the seats are two seats that tilt forward
the
and that's it.
attraction to come along and put everything really together and
Oh,
bring it
you know,
home that
like
really
the ones you find in
experiencing Back to the Future.
like McDonald's arcades.
By special effects wizard
want-
Douglas Trumbull.
I want a Star
considered by
Trek
many
motion
the father of
simulator.
motion simulator
I think there probably
They had
is
one.
There is one. It's in our list.
There
to
was
watch.
one.
Oh, okay, well, there you go.
Motion-based attraction.
But I was going to say, just like, the shuttlecrafts are so easy. You could literally use one of the crafts from Star Tours and just make it a Star Trek shuttlecraft. They're basically, they look the same. They're a big squared spaceship.
To create an entirely new funhouse experience.
The accuracy of delivery is very important. The image has to be
The
very
accuracy
sharp
of delivery
and
is very
very close to the
important.
kind
Can we
of
please
visual
tell
we
UPS
see in
that?
reality. And by having the image all around you, you can really immerse
This guy is
yourself
a
in that
genius.
sort of sensory experience.
We really like showing the
must
shot
also
of crashing
deliver
through
sound.
things.
Field that wraps around you as
Well, that's how they
Brakes!
hid the cuts in the film.
The physical motion must also be perfectly synchronized with what you see.
It wasn't
or
3D,
can be
right? It
nauseating.
was just a 2D.
It can be a very
2D dome.
unpleasant experience if it's not done really well.
But Simpsons is 3D.
Yeah.
Whoa!
At least I think so.
To the future, Trumbull formed
Oh.
a creative
Oh,
partnership
more info
with the
online.
IMAX Corporation. They used a miniature funhouse.
All a
set
one man's quest to
with
conquer
stop-motion
coaster-phobia
animation
online.
to create.
Well, that's going to be really hard. I
Puppets?
think it'd be a lot easier to conquer
That's
that
right.
phobia in a
Enjoy
theme park.
hours and hours of therapy.
Story behind this 4-minute
Then I'm going to acknowledge that joke because it was good.
Funhouse
But
ride operator
Thank you.
and his mean boss. Their conflict plunges riders into a wild and
I remember when I
wacky
saw the poster for this motion simulator at like an arcade where they had a theater.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I do not want to go on this. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
see, that's what I said, except it was while we were in line for the Jimmy Fallon ride.
A bad motion-based simulation.
That is a
experience
horrible
is
motion
one
simulator,
where
by the way.
there is the idea that the
It's
motion-based
uncomfortable,
experience is so wonderful.
it's
all
not
you need to do
funny.
is that. Nobody cares about the technology.
So much like the actual late
Having a
Tonight
great
Show with Jimmy
experience
Fallon.
They can't have anywhere else.
Heyo!
Building on the
This
success
one,
of Funhouse
I can't
Express,
find this
the
motion
IMAX
simulator
production
film
team
anywhere.
took to the streets
And
of
I wish I
San
could.
Francisco for their next project.
What?
Uh-oh. Crescendo.
He's on a piano.
Ah.
So this is a motion simulator ride film, but it was all shot live action like this.
Oh, wow.
And this is the only clips I can find of it anywhere, but it looks incredible.
Oh my god,
It would
that
really
guy
be
selling
like
hot dogs is
the
dead.
best of the Marx Brothers or
No, not my hot dog card.
and we tried to
Not
get
the
that
Marx
kind of delightful,
Brothers.
fun, off the
Won't
wall,
somebody think of the hot dogs?
physical stunt gag kind of feeling in a live action ride.
Yeah, but like you keep putting those cuts in, and it's really obvious that you're not doing a oneer anymore, and it hurts.
It feels like a rough cut. Like they're not quite done putting everything together.
Exactly.
That is the worst kind of motion simulator, where they just take clips from movies and they like
cut.
They're trying their best to hide those cuts with the weird cutaways, but still.
Almost a reality.
There are so many of
I was
them.
dying flashing back behind him.
Next, we explore new worlds.
Is this a motion simulator?
Come to life in big budget dark rides.
Whoa.
And we'll discover what the future holds.
Oh, so what's Disney? Low budget dark ride? Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we don't have to keep watching this bit, but they are gonna talk about
Studios
Terminator
took the
3D,
hallmark for
which is
Yeah, why not? Let's keep it going.
Yeah. All of the rest of the videos are going to be pretty short, right? Because
There's Back to the Future is kind of long, but then everything else is like 5 or 10 minutes.
Okay, gotcha.
The actual ride is 4 minutes, but the whole pre-show is 25 minutes long.
Yeah.
Oh, but it was so much fun.
It was.
I'm glad I waited.
Oh, Dead Attraction!
Yay!
E.T. in Hollywood, Dead Attraction.
At Hollywood.
Oh, at Hollywood.
It's the same ride, though.
I believe that.
One of the important things about it is that it has a character that everybody loves and everybody knows, and that gets you right into the storyline immediately.
Not everyone has necessarily watched the movie. Let's be fair.
No, but everyone knows E.T. Everyone knows E.T. Phone Home.
When he tried to get back to his planet.
That's everyone with the kid in the spaceship where he like pilots it, right?
But the other thing about it
it's the one where the kid's in the wheelchair and he likes drinking soda.
And he falls off the cliff and gets levitated out. Yeah.
Yep. I love E.T.
Another one of Spielberg's blockbuster films to get the funhouse.
Did they ever talk about his home planet in the movie?
They do not.
Or show it? Like, that's the only time?
It exists.
They show... They use
This 100
historic
extravaganza.
Have you guys ever seen like? I don't know if it's like a video online. My aunt was telling me that she went to like an orchestra. What do you call it? An orchestra showing or something, like an orchestra, just like an orchestra at the movies type thing. And they were like, "Here's the scene from E.T. where he climbs the ramp," and they're like, "We're gonna, at the end, E.T. goes home on the spaceship. He climbs up the ramp with his friends." And they were like, "We're gonna play it without the music," and apparently it was one of the funniest things ever because it's meant to be this big emotional scene, but without any of the music, it's just like. It's just weird and awkward, and they're like, "And here it is with the music," and then they did the whole orchestration.
It's like Friends when they take out the laugh track.
Yes, it's just a bunch of people standing around saying depressing things. Same with Big Bang Theory.
Garfield without Garfield. Just a man talking to his
cat. They do that for the comic, right?
Yeah. In-your-face experience took more than 5 years.
Oh my gosh, that man's getting eaten!
I was about to say, is that you, Tyler, man?
As a special
that was me when I got to go backstage and How to Train Your Dragon live.
Oh, man.
That guy who was working on the dinosaur looked like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Can I just say, when I went on this ride in Florida...
Oh, you were disappointed.
Yes. There was like 2 dinosaurs, and then the T-Rex wasn't even there, and people still cheered at the end of the ride. And I went, "Where's the T-Rex?"
People don't care about that, Tyler, man. People care about the big drop at the end. And Universal knows that, so they can turn these things up. Oh, here we go.
Yeah!
Whoa!
Produced by Digital.
Oh my God, he's so cool.
I definitely think Universal.
They actually filmed the film part with Schwarzenegger, Eddie Furlong, and what's her name? Person who plays Sarah Connor.
Sigourney Weaver?
No.
Linda Hamilton.
Hamilton, thank
I
you.
would say,
Sorry. Gosh.
You're thinking of a different boss lady.
There's 6 parts where they...
Come on, the greatest actress named after a
on the
Canadian
camera,
city?
they'll run off camera, and you'll see them appear at the side of the screen as a physical... Like, they had physical stunts happening in the theater.
Yeah.
2 3Ds live-action sequences directed by James Cameron were shot with customized 65mm film cameras and utilized special movable...
Jeez, that thing is... That's a
now
ride
let's
in
make
itself.
them all blue
In the
and give them really long
cameras have been
tails.
static. They've been locked down.
And let's
being able
take
to
12
shoot
years to
static
make a
scenes.
sequel.
Keep moving.
But with that film, what they did was make the 3D camera mobile. So it had a much greater sense of being right in the action.
Yeah.
But it's also not one of those things where the theater is like moving with them. That's the weird part of it.
Studio created computer-generated special
for those who have seen the new Bourne show in Universal, it's that theater, and they did not really modify that theater much at all.
Some sequences, like the climactic...
Yeah, I mean, I think the worst experience I've had was watching Shrek, where the seats moved, but it was still like very clearly a theater.
Yeah.
And the camera would cut away from things. It was not one long take. It was bizarre.
Camera cuts
Same thing
in
with
3D things don't work well often.
With Minion Mayhem, you can see the walls of the theater. They don't try to like immerse you.
Yeah.
Simpsons was good though. I love The Simpsons.
Environment and keeping 3 shows running smoothly
the Kung Fu Panda one actually seems kind of cool.
Is a massive production in itself.
Remember the China one we saw? The Great Wall or whatever?
Yeah, Great Wall of China.
Yeah.
And this is the T2 3D attraction. Come on, let's go check it out.
You're so enthusiastic.
This guy has no charisma, but he's trying to do a lot.
I'm gonna be made into a jukebox.
That they use in modern prosthetics to let the hydraulic system move fluidly without doing the opposite.
Hydraulics moves fluidly. I get it.
Heyo.
Yeah, so we designed this robot to look like a robot.
A robot can be.
What was the backstory of this again? That you were like entering like Cyberdyne?
Yeah, they were doing a
press
presentation.
conference or something.
Yeah, they were doing a press conference where they were introducing an early version.
They have to have an excuse to have a bunch of chairs already set up.
Yeah.
So there's a fairly limited amount of things you can have for that.
And just like in Imagination, the glasses were safety glasses.
Yes.
An awards ceremony.
An awards ceremony.
Inventor of the year.
Yeah, exactly. Whoa!
We should watch Honey, I Shrunk the audience. I don't know if Tom's...
I've seen it.
Oh, I've shown it to you.
You've shown it to me. I don't think there's a single dead attraction that you haven't shown me.
What it normally should be. It allows the technical staff
No, it's not a problem.
fix it either on the spot or after the attraction closes.
Oh, you know what? When we watch Captain EO, we'll watch Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
There you
at the
go.
end of that.
I've seen Captain EO, but that one is genuinely greatly enjoyable.
Captain EO, I had to watch
When
the
we
whole
watch
thing
Captain
for
EO,
time
we have to
keeping.
watch Captain Eeyore. Like, just saying.
We are.
in 3D as well as.
And then we have to watch Ben lose his mind again as we watch Magic Journey.
No! I will leave.
Action and all the other.
I'll watch 3 Pixar shorts in a row.
I get
I'm okay
shit
with that.
every single time for it, but I still think Magic Journeys was interesting as this bizarre MK Ultra experiment where they were like, we're gonna put you in a sensory deprivation chamber and this is what you're gonna see.
I want to go on that.
They don't have those anymore. Too dangerous.
I want to go on that! Whatever that was!
Remember back in the good old days when you could go on a ride that was just a bunch of spinning platforms?
I'm
sure, like,
form of entertainment.
I'm sure people got absolute, like, someone broke, like, people broke their arm every other week on those rides, but they didn't care. They were like, this is part of the experience, is the danger.
You know those things you stand at the side of and it spins and
Yeah.
Well, I've seen one of those, but everyone starts in the middle.
Oh, and then
no!
Like, whoa. The whole point is to just...
Whoa, alien encounter!
Yeah!
More like a continual development of the kind of things we see today.
I just like that. Will the rides of today continue to delight guests of tomorrow? No, because we closed them all.
Yup.
We'll be able to do things directly into our nervous system.
Yeah, dead attractions. Did he just say we'll be able to do the things directly to our nervous system?
I
Is he
think
like...
That's kind of what Avatar is.
Oh, wait for Disney World 60th.
I think
Yeah, I was gonna say, Tyler,
Disney
you're not
World.
literally
The best
going
Disney
into the
vacation
brain of
is
an
the
animal.
one where you never go anymore.
I don't?
Interesting new.
We do not have Sword Art Online tech
in the
yet,
same
no.
way that movies continue to reinvent themselves.
Good.
We're not in Ready Player One yet.
Wait, Sword Art Online
See-
or Hack SEO? SAO, sorry. SEO is a different thing.
Yep. Please don't hack our SEO, that's how we get clicks.
That's a pretzel dark ride back there.
I thought you were about to say that man is... Oh, see,
Are we
it's a
talking
pretzel.
Bavarian or... we talking soft pretzel or hard pretzel?
It depends on
Yes,
how much
I
you
know
enjoy
what I
it.
just said.
Existed beginning of time in one form or another.
Oh,
and
pretzel
will
dark rides
continue to
suck.
exist.
That was me.
Because there's
That
a little bit
skeleton,
of
that
a
was me.
dark rider in all.
Oh, there he is.
And as long as there are people, there will always be
I will
dark
say he's
riders.
pretty cute.
Yeah!
I'm gonna ask
Wait,
her.
Roger Rabbit narrated this?
Wait,
Wait, what? What is this audio? Hold on.
That's my question.
This thing was narrated by Charles Fleischer, and Dever brings it up once when they're discussing Roger Rabbit.
Oh, God, what a mess. Oh.
What was that, like, discordant insanity music at the end there for the credits?
I think the entropy machine accidentally.
Yeah.
Now Roger is his name, and laughter is his game.
The Call of Cthulhu game, but at the end, Roger Rabbit engines
Is that the end?
Please!
Oh my God. gosh.
Call of Cthulhu, but the
So going from a ride based on one Robert Zemeckis movie to another.
Hey.
So transition
Back
time.
to the Future, the Back to the Future Blu-ray, they actually completely took every pre-show video, including the main pre-show, and then the actual ride itself, and let you just have that. Universal was like, people like Back to the Future, the ride enough, let's shove it on the Blu-ray. So that's what we're going to watch. It is 31 minutes long, although I think half of that
I'm all
is
set.
just
I got my Pepsi Perfect.
Oh!
I am
that's a
I am
cool
good to
bottle.
go.
That's awesome.
That is a
Is
cool
that-
bottle.
Is that bottle in a display case?
Yeah, this is a collector's
Is that-
item.
Yeah.
Pepsi
Is
only
that-
made
oh,
this
real-
for the day
It
Marty
literally-
and Doc traveled to in Back to the Future Part 2. When we
Well, there you
actually
go.
caught up with them, they made a very limited run of these, and I have
This episode of Ride Rehab sponsored by Pepsi.
Nope.
Oh, I wish we had Pepsi money. Holy cow.
We're sponsored by Walmart.
Until they give
Cola.
us money, I'll just wave this around.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Sorry, it's not a
Make them
thermal
fight.
detonator.
Great value cola.
You know, if we were sponsored by Pepsi, Pepsi Man could show up.
Oh yeah, remember Pepsi Man?
Pepsi Man's honestly pretty hot. Let's be real. And with that distressing statement, let's charge into the next one. We're going back to the pre-show.
Get back to the pre-show.
What do we got in this? We got Christopher Lloyd playing Doc Brown again.
Canadian actor Christopher Lloyd.
We have SpongeBob voice actor
Tom Kenny.
Tom.
And thanks for coming to the Institute of Future Technology.
Oh my God, she
On
looks
behalf
so
of
familiar.
Dr. Emmett Brown, Institute founder and
Tom
Chief
Wilson
Executive Officer,
playing
we hope
Biff
that you
Tannen.
have a very pleasant
And this lady was probably on an episode of Star Trek or something.
Probably.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Salty Spittoon.
No, this is
How
actually
tough-
this is actually really cool because that is Darlene Vogel, who played one of Biff's fellow bullies in Back to the Future Part 2.
She's the one with the crazy claws who's like, what's the matter? Dragging the claw down his face. I remember
Well,
that.
this is the
Oh,
same
you're right.
facility as Dinosaur.
Yep. This is what half of the 30 minutes is.
Oh
by
my
the way.
God,
It's
that-
just-
This
it's
is
just
where
Why are
Dr.
they moving
Seeker
so
got
quickly?
fired from before he went to Animal Kingdom.
Like, why are these people essentially like half running?
I know what it looks
Yeah, it
like.
looks like, it
during-
looks like they're in
you
a
really
rush. Like
wanna-
something's happening. Oh,
Hello, I'm Dr. Marsh. Today we'll be sending you to look at future dinosaurs.
Good.
Oh!
Please
Oh,
stand
they
by.
didn't even put a stroke on it. That's the worst.
to make it look like it's made of metal.
I have never seen this
That's
stuff.
a real
Oh my
building,
gosh.
That's what it looks like in
Yeah,
the
because
Hollywood
they were usually just pushing you along and through the queue.
Yeah.
What did the queue look like? I know what it looks like now for Simpsons, which is crap. But what does it look like?
Basically,
During,
same layout, but
Yeah,
like
but
a
just
cleaner
hallways?
vaporwave aesthetic.
I'm going to use this footage for the
Whoa,
end.
shake your
It's kind of
cam.
spooky.
I thought that said Lucasfilm.
B7. Bingo!
These are just
All these
people
people
who
are wearing the same shirt.
Supervising scientist Dr. Stephen Marble. Cellular tracking system reports space-time.
Is this half? This looks like Half-Life.
93.
You know the vibe that
I was
Black
gonna say,
Mesa gives off?
The lady voice kind of sounds like Shodan from System Shock. It's not as scary as
Tandemonium? Ugh.
I gotta get back into System Shock 2. That was a fun game. Never finished it because I glitched it. Because many a time when I have gone into an immersive sim game, I have accidentally gotten rid of, deleted, or lost an
The
essential item.
DeLorean Time Machine, a one-of-a-kind
Yes, go ahead.
scientific wonder, capable of traversing...
You know,
the
until we
fabric
built
of
it
time
again.
itself. The DeLorean Time Machine was unveiled to the world by inventor Dr. Emmett
know-
Brown in 1985.
All right, guys. How
After years
many
First of all,
years
it wasn't
do you
unveiled to
before-
the world. He kept it a
Please put it-
secret.
Brown's
Damn it.
insatiable
Oh.
thirst for scientific
Well done.
knowledge led to the creation of what is
Insatiable
considered
thirst.
to be
It was a real
his
car, though.
greatest achievement.
Yeah, the DeLorean was a real car. That's. I mean, they probably got a sponsorship from the manufacturer of the DeLorean to have it in the movie. And because they also probably saw the doors that open from the side up like
It's
that.
the future.
They're like, that's futuristic.
He says it in the movie. They're like, why DeLorean? He's like, if you're gonna do it in style.
See, I was gonna say, I like the idea of that door because in Toronto, where you with all the cyclists, that door instead of just getting door prize where you hit the door, that door will actually launch the cyclists into active traffic.
Yeah.
Which drivers in Toronto would be very excited for because they hate cyclists.
The original plot of this movie, it was going to be a refrigerator instead of a car. And they're like, no, it should be mobile. It should be something you can move around.
The car is a good choice because it gives a nice sense of speed and action. That mercurial force of traveling through time. Kind of like Flash.
JCPenney.
And what would the fridge do? When this fridge hits 88 degrees Fahrenheit, you're going to see some serious shit?
I was going to say...
If this fridge hits 88 degrees Fahrenheit, it's time to get a new fridge.
Ground transportation as a mode of travel was.
And how would they both fit in the fridge?
Or would we? He wasn't going to take him with the dog. It would have been a big fridge. It was like a cooler in your basement that every grandfather has.
It's got beers in it.
Yeah.
Beer to the future.
Boy, they also never intended to make a sequel. And they're like, crap, we ended it with this. It's like Psychonauts. They're like, oh, we never intended for
Speaking of sequels, how long do you think before they reboot this? Another 5 years or another 4 years?
I honestly no, you have to understand. The rights are Universal. Yes, has the rights to the films, but the rights to create new films lie with Steven Spielberg, Robert Zemeckis, and Bob Gale, and they have all said they will never make another Back to the Future movie in their lifetimes.
Okay, but they're Hollywood bigwigs. They're liars.
They did actually write the musical. Alan Silvestri wrote the lyrics for the musical, and Bob Gale rewrote the book.
Guys, the future's calling!
Not reused footage. I like how they refilmed all this.
Why do we have Terminator vision? Oh, it's a hover cam.
It's Cambot.
Yes. it's Cambot.
Soon I'll return to the Institute.
The far distant future of 2015.
Yep.
Oh, that's adorable.
Volunteers, this concerns you.
Oh, we're volunteering for a thing.
I've been
that's the other excuse to have you. Yeah.
Are unknown.
Why do you just have that photo there?
I didn't have a photo. He has a no Biff sign.
Because Biff wouldn't know it's there. He'd pull it down for the shade in his eyes, and some passerby might see, hey, that car says no me in it, and it's got him in it. That's not right.
Wait a second. That's literally the equivalent of, I wonder who that's for.
Okay, so I know the plot to this ride. But if Biff is missing from 1985...
Hello, and welcome to
1955.
How did he get out of that time period?
Today.
What?
It's May.
I believe the official explanation is he hijacked the DeLorean after an Institute trip to 1955.
Oh, okay.
For noted scientist Dr. Emmett Brown, time travel has become not only a reality,
such a noble photo.
I guess after the events of what's his name? After the events of the Back to the Future franchise.
Hey, that was
now to give another light bulb to Albert Einstein.
Oh my gosh,
we're going back into Ellen DeGeneres' head.
This is the weirdest Forrest Gump ripoff I've ever seen.
Why is he so excited to see, things he knows are going to happen?
Because he saw them himself.
So bad.
Talk about a meeting of great
Einstein.
Great Scott! Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds!
I think because he was a smart man, he was also a very depressed man.
I've never seen a picture of Einstein as like a teenager.
Yeah, Einstein.
Richard Nixon. And boy, the
oh God!
Mind if I slip this tape recorder here?
Is he in the contemporary right now?
1964.
After the events of
Back to the Future, it makes sense that he would become a respected scientist because he actually discovered time travel and invented a device that travels through time.
John and Doc Brown.
Oh, jeez.
They broke up at the Polynesian. Why are we just going through Disney history here? He went to the founding of Universal Studios theme park. Why didn't they do that? That would have been a great bit.
No, he was there at the opening day for Epcot. He met Star-Lord.
I was going to say that Robot Chicken sketch is done.
I'm coming to you from the year 2015.
Now this is funny because the ride is literally right next to this actual shooting location for this set.
Nice.
2015.
They must have filmed this at the same time as part 2.
Yeah.
Somewhere in time.
What did this ride happen at the same time as part 2?
Keep your eyes open.
No, but that's the set from part 2.
But the question is, did they rebuild it? Even those trash cans are there.
I can't see them. It was so elaborate. I can't see them rebuilding it. Especially this offense.
All we didn't see was the shop and the gas station. It's possible.
Sorry, does that say Surf Vietnam?
Yes. This is in 2015. The joke is that Vietnam is a desirable location to go for vacation.
Oh, gotcha. I have no idea if Vietnam has good surfing. I don't know if it has good beaches. I'd have to ask Wayne or Long. Reuse footage.
How real? Yep, that's about right.
Sweet coat, Doc.
That isn't my idea.
Did Jubilee give you that coat? Yeah, I was about to say.
That bringing back even the smallest items from the future can
I mean, this is just too. This is just too on the nose. And considering this was supposed to come out, the ride was supposed to open in 1990, it's very feasible that they could have shot this at the same time.
Wait, that's a Zemeckis Gale diagram?
Yep, the Gale Zemeckis coordinates.
We will proceed with my plan as scheduled. You will be sent one whole day into the future. It may not seem like much, but any more than
our park
I know how
tickets won't work when we get out
talking about it.
Everyone goes into the future and then is asked to report to security. Escorted out.
Still standing in line, don't say hi to yourself. Trust me on that one.
Yeah.
See, that would be a great bit if
Now,
they filmed
they're
you while
showing
you're waiting
off
in a
Dr. Brown's exploits in time travel, but at no point do they bring up the teenager he hangs out with.
They don't want to. They know that'll get him canceled in 2015.
So that's the thing about Back to the Future. He met Marty because a guy named Marty went back in time and met him. Right? Like he set up.
It is a self-contained time loop. Yes.
Because he knows Marty, he's like, okay, well then I gotta find a kid named Marty. And
I gotta find Marty in the future. Yes. Or I like to believe that Marty is just a young
might we
man
actually
who
get to
really
see him?
into any of the standard academic categories, and same with Doc Brown, and so they both sort of bond over the fact that they don't really belong anywhere.
If that's doing it electrically, you don't want to shoot it with water. Oh my gosh.
Dimitri's could use that.
That's a cool idea,
Pee Wee Herman.
I actually really like that.
Who's the maker?
If Doc's experimental sawdust pancake batter had been more popular.
Sawdust pancake.
Why did he think that would be a good idea?
Yeah, why
also, is this Horizons?
Cafeteria.
This is the Carousel of
Doc
Progress.
knows that the busy housewife or scientist
That's not a
isn't
bad
always
idea.
around when it's
I think in the commentary they explain the idea that Marty would need a job and he goes to be like a science assistant, and that's why he needs Doc. But Doc could have easily set it up for that reason.
Ah, yes.
This is
worked in public execution.
Electric hair chair.
Oh,
this is Horizons. This is what Horizons looks like. It's like, look at these stupid inventions.
You know what I love? I love seeing dogs from different eras. Also, that guy who's doing the barber, that looks like the guy who was the theme park historian in the last episode.
Yeah.
But you can always tell. I think we could probably learn something from.
How stylish!
What?
Or bronze your cousin's face. Oops! Don't try this at home. The Dynomatic
What the heck?
holiday gift idea.
It bronzes things.
It turns things bronze.
Okay, that's the. Oh, I thought they were just. I was like, that's the same.
But I was.
Inventor and founder of the Institute
I was gonna say, like the big popular dog these days, like the dog of I would say the dog of the
Your attention, please. We now bring you a special
not
message from
terriers.
inside
The dog of our
Institute
century is the
Future
Shiba
Technology.
Inu. Or dogs that look like the Shiba Inu. And then the 90s, I feel, was the time of the Husky. And then whenever... Well, was this the 90s?
We made some of the most amazing technological...
Why is the Institute... Oh, this is the hover cam.
85? The 80s and previous were the Carousel of Progress type dog.
The Succomatic from Muppets!
Ordinary manure, right? But wait.
But wait, there's more.
If you pour water on it,
it becomes wet shit.
System, what was once manure is now a clean-burning fuel pellet. One pellet.
Oh my god, he marbleized Janet! I'm glad someone got it. Remember The Good Place?
Wrong mad scientist.
Sorry, I'm gonna be dead for a minute. I'll be
By the synapse responses from both the cerebrum and the cerebellum, mind waves are transmitted.
This feels very Bill Nye the Science Guy.
It sure does.
There's a reason for that.
In other words,
yeah.
Are you guys familiar with Back to the Future, the animated series?
Oh wow!
Yes. There was a Saturday morning cartoon, and it featured science demonstrations by Bill Nye.
By Bill Nye.
I forgot about that. That's also on the Blu-ray, by the way. They put the entire animated series.
That invention he just put on his forehead that transmits the thoughts in your head. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's Twitter.
I was about to make that joke. Now we just have Twitter.
We are currently experiencing a systems failure in our security network. Time travel volunteers, please stand by. Dr. Brown will be with you in just
How many pre-show rooms were there? Or were these just playing?
Oh no, this was just in the queue. This was the exterior queue. Like, I think at this point you were starting to, like, load into your... Like, this was about where they would start loading you into the individual rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, once Biff is on the loose, now
Biff
things
on the
get...
loose! There he is.
Biff on the march!
What an iconic villain.
Biff Tannen?
Yeah.
He's just a dude.
I know, that's why it's funny. He's just like this neighborhood bully who gets caught up in all of this shit.
Yeah, he's a neighborhood bully who transcends to become, I don't know, the adversary.
Quadrant 1, check in. Quadrant 1.
Like, he sees Marty on the hoverboard in 1955, and he doesn't go, "Why is he floating?" He goes, "I'm gonna kill this guy."
Yeah.
Like,
that's how it was in the 50s, 80s.
He's such a clueless bully character.
Gigawatts, it's Biff.
He took the time to write that butthead sign.
Yeah.
Experiencing an unprecedented
Tied that guy up, gagged him, and wrote a butthead sign. The indignity.
Well, you got problems, I say. Problems right here.
Do we get to see Biff Tannen get
Why does he have that?
I can understand one in your car as just like a little like
a bit, yeah.
But
you just had that ready.
He's a full poster. Also, Bioshock. He's got a wrench.
The Institute, it could mean the end of the very universe as we know it. Anyway.
Dun, dun.
Or, you know, just an exciting theme park ride.
Yeah, you know. Same thing.
We are currently experiencing minor
I want her to get clubbed on the head by Biff off screen. That would have been so funny.
I was gonna say, is Biff gonna go up and harass this lady?
Now, if my assumption is correct, Biff must have entered the complex diabolically disguised as one of you. Now, it's not your fault.
Oh.
But I'd check your neighbor or loved one if I were you. And remember, Biff can be quite persuasive, but don't listen to him.
Wouldn't it be great if he acted
be
playing Biff
just like
went
Marty's
for the front
mom.
that way?
It's only a matter of time before we catch that juvenile delinquent. So don't worry.
I like how his
He's not a
nameplate
juvenile anymore.
just
He's
says
in his
Doc.
30s.
He was always in his 30s.
God.
He never passed high school.
Chow time. Chow time.
Oh.
Chow time. Chow time.
Einstein, you idiot!
You fucking.
Turn it off! Oh my god.
Butthead. Wait a second.
I know I've said it's okay if you swear, but every time you do, it's just still like jarring.
I'm sorry, is this a two-way camera?
I was wondering that. Like, what the heck?
I'm not saying you shouldn't volunteer.
He was sick of it
I just hope
moving.
the Doc's making it worth your while.
You know, if Biff
I'd throw some cash your
let
way.
his beard grow a little bit, he might be like a little bit good looking.
Yeah.
Come to think of it, maybe I can make it worth your while. That is,
There's
if you help me
probably-
find Doc Brown's time machine. You know, the flying DeLorean.
How do you know what a DeLorean is? You're from 1955, you fool.
Seen any suspicious-looking characters around here? No, sir.
He's seen the movie.
Be quiet as a rat. Just repairing the security camera in case anyone does show up.
Well, okay. You just keep your eyes peeled. I hear this guy's a real nutcase.
Nutcase?
What about
J.J. Abrams.
Any sign of trouble?
Chevy Chase.
Who is?
No? Well, people look out. This guy's a real...
What if we yelled yes and pointed at him?
That does feel like
Yeah.
a cameo.
Security. Give me
It would be really good if he did
J.J.
that.
Abrams and Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I gotta finish my repair.
Where did you get that from? Did you bring that with you?
Yeah.
Apparently.
Also, it would be a lot better if you backed up.
Also,
a little
that's
bit,
like
get a wire spray.
1955, so it is just laced with asbestos.
Yeah.
Now, it's crucial that I spend a little time going over the basics.
I mean, he has seen the DeLorean multiple times.
This demonstration will suffice.
I built another model.
Let's do the exact same thing we've always done.
Whoa, what's that?
Figuring out the space-time continuum is tricky business. Believe me, I know. And that's why I developed this. My ultimate...
Except
Christopher Lloyd
everything
did
I
this in
did
fun.
didn't matter.
I was gonna say, Christopher Lloyd did this whole thing in one take, by the way.
Yeah.
8
He's a
passenger
professional.
DeLorean. Ooh, the super stretch.
It's a convertible.
As far as I know, he didn't hate doing this role. That makes me happy.
Yeah, well, it's like Mark Hamill with Luke Skywalker. When you get a role like that everyone loves and wants to see more and more of, you can milk that for eternity, for a good paycheck.
Very seriously.
And now, Christopher Lloyd just looks like this.
Yeah.
With Tanner on the loose, we can't afford
He's
to
what?
take
He's
any
pushing
chances.
90, isn't he now?
Probably?
That fax machine.
See what I mean?
What?
In the year 2015, we're gonna be using fax machines.
Are we on a
I guess that's
go-kart?
technically true. Well, they figured it out. Took a
We're on a
moment.
shining tricycle.
What?
Oh no,
Oh,
Marbleized Janets!
Eh.
Oh, they're dead. Dead.
Have a nice trip.
Oh, they did establish
See
that.
you
That's
next
all the fuel
fall.
pellets. Oh, that's so clever.
He said,
The fuel pellets blow up, don't they?
he said, see you next winter, and the
Oh.
guy's like, it's
No.
fall, you idiot!
Yeah.
I'm here, fluke.
Whack!
I was gonna say. Uh-oh.
It'll take a lot more than a hoverboarding hood to pull the plug on this operation.
Oh, pull the plug. Oh, what? What a great
What did you
idea.
bring the wire cutters for then?
Darn.
Why did you have a flashlight on you?
And why did you pick the scariest angle to shine it at your face from?
Oh no!
Oh no!
Excuse
Doc
me.
Brown,
no!
Now,
Cancel!
please stand by for
Was
your
it a
first
thing
message
to show, like, a
Institute's
Native
Chief
American?
Inventive Officer,
That was a
Dr.
thing.
Emmett Brown.
Now that you're here, time travel volunteers, I can...
Okay,
Now this was
actual
when you would
safety
get
We're
it.
now
roll.
in the pre-show room.
This was in the load room.
If you're to successfully cross the space-time...
He's behind you!
Biff's still on the loose.
What? Where?
Turn around!
Behind you! Oh my god!
Oh no, he
Why is there a knocking cage? I'm sorry, but in what case, in what way is that necessary?
What places did you get in here?
Why don't you ask these both?
You don't have really
I
good
opened the
security.
door.
Conducting an experiment back in 1955.
Biff, how did you find me? Google Maps.
Yeah.
Do you know who one of those security guys reminds me of? The security guy from Batman and Robin. Not Batman and Robin. Batman Forever. Boiling acid!
1955, or we could create a major paradox.
Oh, don't worry, Doc. I'll go back.
I love villains who are like, I'm gonna destroy the fabric of the universe. And it's like, you will die too. And they'll be like, good. Then everyone will die. And I'm like, what?
What am I saying?
I got all the time I want. Unlock these gates, Tannen.
Nah.
Hasta la bye-bye.
Isn't tannin the thing in wine you have to let sit out for a long time before you can drink it?
I don't know enough about wine to either laugh at that joke or confirm it.
How did he hotwire the horn to be that silly?
Okay, can we just... If anyone knows the Back to the Future films, how the hell is the DeLorean still in one piece?
Yeah, that's fair.
No, he built a new one because we are all about to get into mini DeLorean vehicles, aren't we?
We're about to get into the 8-seater DeLorean, yes.
Yeah, the ultra wide.
I can get to it. But my time travel volunteers...
You know, I usually point out, why am I on this ride vehicle? The fact that your ride vehicle is an 8-seater DeLorean is kind of great.
Also, is this whole pre-show hover cams?
Yes.
Yeah. Just don't ask who was camera.
In the future, there's no need for cinematography.
Don't they have that now? Don't they have, like, drones that'll follow your face? Oh, I love this.
Yeah, in fact, there are drones that can scan your face and blow you away.
It's the guy from Doom Patrol.
Oh, Robot Man?
The safety restraint will be
or Larry Trainer, the Negative Man. Which one?
It's like they had a baby. It looks like both of them go fly.
It is, and honestly, it's kind of like frightening.
Does anyone remember the Crash Test Dummies TV show?
Yes!
No photography is permitted during the ride.
By the way, these guys are
This is like the Three Stooges of
Wait a second, I didn't know this was a Futurama crossover.
Is that Shields and Yarnell?
Simple safety tips during your journey.
I think at one point there was talk of the Simpsons ride becoming a Futurama ride. They'd talked about it in like Q&As. The idea of it would be like you're in a Planet Express vehicle, and every time something terrible was about to happen, like every theme park ride, nothing would, and then at the end, like the whole universe just explodes, and the exit ramp would just be blank, like there's no more world, which would have been a great concept for a ride.
I was going to say, I can see the reverse happening.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally gotten on the ride vehicle.
Oh, shoot!
Watch your step.
We're in!
Hurry up!
You know what? I gotta be honest, a half-hour wait for that, still not bad.
It's really not, yeah.
Watch your step.
We literally did just have to wait half an hour for this. And the movie...
I do feel like I have just waited in a line, yes.
Every ride film is 4 minutes. And I don't know why they decided that's a good time.
For those who aren't familiar, the graphics you're seeing on screen here were actually physically present in the car. All of these LCD displays were all there.
Yeah,
so
and it would actually display the date that you are in.
With presumably the present time being the actual present time. This was apparently recorded or simulated.
This was
on
May 2nd, 1991.
I believe that's
which I guess was the year of the ride open.
Universal.
Oh, if we played ahead and we could have done this show on May 2nd, that would have been the funniest thing. Yeah, and you got the digital speedometer on the left there.
Oh my god, he got...
Oh my god, there's a planet exploding.
Some helium.
And all of this is physical.
Yeah.
Which is
it is a
incredible.
physical set.
We can bump the audio up a little bit, by the way.
Oh yeah, sure, let me turn that back up.
They had to build a little model of the entire thing. And yeah, these are just cuts that they hid.
If you couldn't tell.
But yeah.
From the obvious cuts.
Hey, they have my box!
You can tell it's a model.
Yeah.
So I think somebody points out you can see a coffee cup somewhere.
That's great. I love that. But,
Isn't that just Game of Thrones?
Yeah, but ironically, the coffee cup says Game of Thrones on it.
Ah! Much better version of the same joke.
Damn. I mean, the fact that they use a computer-controlled camera for this. I love the Jazz 19.
Oh yeah, now we're in Universal Studios, right?
Yeah. We traveled through time, and we went through a clock.
Whoa!
Whoa, what the fuck?
It says the year is 0000.
Oh.
But it's October.
I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, October 25th, 000000.
Kaboom!
Comets! Comets!
The thing that always ticked me off is I feel like the speedometer is highly inaccurate.
Well, we don't know how big these are. Oh no, there's a car next to it. No, we know how big it is.
Sorry, was that continental drift happening in real time?
Yes.
I don't think they understand how continental drift works.
Everybody lean back!
Oh no!
Come on, baby! Don't pop
Yeah, this is 50 mile an hour falling. What are we going? What is this speedometer on this? Ugh.
Style. I got that joke on.
Now we're at 8888.
Oh no! Our apocalyptic future!
Prepare yourselves, people.
Are we in the far distant future?
Yes, the year says 8888.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think it's ever
I will
really
say
specified. But given what we're about to see, it suggests we are someplace
I was just about to say.
beyond Christian. Yeah, they're like dinosaurs. So we're talking like millions and millions of years.
Oh, so we went very back, not very
Godzilla.
Oh, great! Another Spielberg movie.
Hey, I'm here.
Maggie! I think somebody pointed out that you can play this and The Simpsons right at the same time, and they line up identically.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Like the part where Maggie puts the audience in her mouth, it's almost the same.
Oh my gosh. Also, don't ask why getting eaten by a dinosaur turns off the in-car display.
Oh my god, we just landed in lava!
No, we're in the bloodstream.
Made of aluminum?
The car's made of a metal that is resistant to lava.
Well, I mean, if it's resistant to all of the forces in the time stream, like it's established that traveling through time makes the car really cold. So it would make sense they'd insulate it.
In case you missed it,
God.
Biff was about to die, and we bumped into him to save him.
Oh, I thought we bumped into him to kill him.
And we crashed into a sign that says Back to the Future, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
Well, you see, now that Doc Brown can go forward and backwards in time, he went back in time, created the Back to the Future franchise to profit off of it, and now that's how he funds his research.
This invention is a success. Go forth, time travelers, and
I'm sorry, were we just testing your invention?
Yes. We were volunteering to test it.
Correct.
Please lift lap bar and exit.
You are correct.
Because
all right, lift your lap. So believe it or not, there is a rough early copy of the Ride film. They actually pay off the manure gag.
Oh,
what thing?
The manure gag.
Oh,
yeah.
Where Biff always has to wind up.
Apparently, after he shouts, you saved my life, butthead. At some point, the manure fuel, like the fuel line cuts and manure dumps on him, and he's like, "Manure! I hate manure!" Which, if you know the movies,
yeah.
Oh, Matthew, that's a snazzy vest you're wearing.
Oh yeah, I picked it up in the far off year of 2015.
Oh my
goodness, that's right. I traveled
Wait,
into the future.
What an advanced,
and boy,
enlightened time.
Things are great. I mean, in the future, the great movie ride is still standing. In 2015, what an age!
No one's.
Oh.
What else is in 2015?
I mean, I don't know when they're ever going to get Pandora off the ground. I mean, it's just been a construction site forever. I don't know when that's going to open.
Isn't that the one Dracula movie? Dracula Untold?
What?
Never mind.
Well, anyway, so apparently Disney's thinking about building a Star Wars land? Unbelievable, right?
Okay.
I sure hope it goes.
And I'm sure it won't cost the park any attractions.
No, they've got the blessing of size. Why would it?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, 2015. That's when you were about to put on X-Men the musical.
Let's not talk about that.
So how's Epcot? Is it doing well?
Epcot is as wonderful as ever. Needs a little bit of updating, but I'm sure they'll do a great job with it. Budgets won't be cut at all.
You might want to check on Buzzy. I think
Yeah, it's a good time to check on Buzzy.
Who would
That's
take
2015.
Buzzy? Come on. I will say I did have a little bit of it. I did take a little joyride to 1985. So, for those of you who know Back to the Future, originally Eric Stoltz was cast as Marty McFly. Then things didn't work out, so they let him go, and then Michael J. Fox came in for the role that made him famous. But what people don't know is that for about a week, there was an interim Marty. A Marty McFly that looked a little like this.
There's too much glare.
That's
there we go. Oh, who is that? Does he have goggles on?
He was thrown off the set for raiding
Oh
his
my
cat
goodness.
cart. He kept saying, "I'm hard
There he
for
is.
pretzels."
What a statement.
Oh no.
All right.
We'll be right
Is this
back, folks.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this an appropriate time for an ad break?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we have to.
We'll
All
be
right.
back in a bit.
On that note. It starts as a low hum, like the soft whirring of air vents or the distant traffic on the highway, something on the peripherals of your hearing. It grows from there, becoming an insistent and constant noise, like the buzzing of flies or the ring of tinnitus. And before long it is a sound that devours all others in a monstrous cacophony, where you can hear the pounding of mighty waves, the piping of innumerable birds, a low, deafening rumble you can feel deep in your core. Suddenly you are standing in a boundless white space, transfixed upon spinning rings impossibly entwined, an unyielding darkness in their circles, and from somewhere within that darkness you know there is something watching you. This is the Entropy Machine. This story in the Twilight Zone is somewhat different and no, not different.
Unique.
Unique.
Do you want me to print
Backwards. No.
Okay.
This story on this episode of the Twilight.
Sorry.
This, as you may recognize, is a maintenance service elevator. I know that's not the actual line.
That's fine.
This, as you may recognize, is a poorly produced studio. Now I'm gonna take a fat rip from this vape. And speaking of healthy things that are good for you, a nice puff of a fat cigarette from our friends at Camel. Healthy, smooth. Oh, jeez.
Are you okay, sir?
I'll be alright. Okay. You know, I worry. I smoke 3 packs of these things a day. Doctors say it's not a problem, but I don't know. I
3
worry
packs
sometimes.
of vape juice?
That's right.
Or is this
Well, now-
1940? 1950?
It's this hot new thing called vaping. I can have highly concentrated nicotine directly shoved into my lungs. Don't have to smoke 3 packs a day anymore. Just have to smoke 8 of these babies. Next week's story is written by Richard Matheson and involves a woman throwing lettuce into her garbage, but it turns out that lettuce is really her.
No, I meant like a food blog thing.
Oh, like a food blog thing. Next week our story is written by Disney Food Blog, which means it's going to be completely fabricated. Good day, everyone.
Brownies! Welcome back to Ride Rehab Watches.
Oh, right, Canada. It's legal there.
Let's be honest.
I wish.
In most places in the U.S., it's legal here, too.
Yeah.
Legalized brownies.
Hashtag legalize brownies. Get that trending.
All right. Well, we've had a documentary that showed us about 5 seconds of a motion simulator.
I just love the way Tom tries to keep us on track. It's so funny.
Tries to keep you on track. I'm the only one.
You just with your commanding voice. Well, anyways,
I am
the next thing.
Excuse me. I am the master of transitions. And
There you
speaking
go.
of transitions,
Sunglasses.
I'd like
They're
to bring the
wonderful.
mood down
You go
a little
inside and
while.
outside. You don't need to put sunglasses on yourself. Wonderful prescription product.
I
Ask
wanna
your
get-
doctor today about transitions.
I was about to say I want to get transition contact lenses that when they go out in the sun they get dark and my eyes just go black.
Oh my gosh, just like full sclera contact lenses like
Oh,
that.
like contacts.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, the next thing, so we're going to watch, like I said before, for some reason, every motion simulator is 4 minutes long. I don't know why that became the standard or average. I guess it's like the most amount of time people could stand before they threw up.
I was going to say probably the most amount of time people could suspend their disbelief. Like after 4 minutes, people are like, all right, yeah, I'm sitting in a chair. It's a motion simulator. 4 minutes is how long you have until the initial, what do you call it? Momentum.
The novelty wears off?
Yeah. The novelty wears off. Thank you, Ben.
It might be just like a standard of like ride throughput for like theme parks.
That could also be it. Just a standardized time. That you
Also, like,
anyways,
the amount that you can put on a reel of film.
Oh, that's also a good point.
Yeah. So the man that we saw in that documentary, it was his original idea that like ride films. I think he made like a ride film for a movie. I forget what the movie was. It had Christopher Walken in it, and they went into like people's brains or dreams or something. I forget the name of the movie. Yes, it was actually the movie Brainstorm. What's the plot of that again?
I think you just
I
described
don't know. I just know the movie. It like shows up on Turner Classic Movies every 3 months, and I keep meaning to watch it.
Anyways, so he did like a ride film type thing for that, and then he started working on just like these sort of 4 minute long ride films, which was a short form ride that a story. And it was his idea to use a format which at the time was called ShowScan. ShowScan was instead of 35 millimeter film, they did bigger film, I think 70 millimeter, and instead of it being 24 frames a second, it was 60. So it was his idea to use higher frame rate to look more realistic. Way
before computers could do it.
Yeah.
Before gamers claimed that it was important.
Which is why they used IMAX projectors for all these ride films, because IMAX had the... If you've ever never seen an IMAX projector, these things could kill you. They're huge, and they run so quickly to be able to get that film through at 60 frames a second.
Somebody grew up going to science museums.
Hell yeah.
The paper
the
cut from that
Ontario
thing
Science
would kill
Center.
you.
Remember when we went to the Science Center before COVID, fairly recently, like maybe a few years ago, and it was sad.
Yeah.
The Science Center.
There's no more science.
There's no more. Well, I mean, there's science stuff, but a lot of it feels very like not necessarily outdated, but at the very least, like less maintained. There's lots of areas that are just wide open areas that have nothing in them.
That's what that science center looks like.
That it was depressing.
Science museums are great. Please support your local one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give money to the local science museum.
Anyways, the pre-show thing that I showed, which was like the little, this is your motion vehicle. That pre-show was specifically made for this ride film we're going to watch. Called Funhouse Express. We saw clips of it before with the giant teeth and the clown guy. The original version of this is not in great quality. I did find a newer version. However, when I rode the new version, they cut out some of the scenes and replaced it with newer 3D animated trash that doesn't match the original ride film at all. So... I remember going on this when I was younger, and I loved this version. So I took the HD new version that's terrible, and I spliced in so where it gets bad quality, you can tell I've fixed it by adding back the original scenes.
Fixed.
Anyways, the plot of this: Jimmy is a ride operator.
Hashtag the Tyler cut.
Yeah. I actually labeled it in Google Drive as Tyler fixed this version or something. So Jimmy is a ride operator. The funhouse he works in is terrible and he hates his boss, so he's been secretly building his own funhouse underneath this existing one. So
Secret Swiss funhouse training facility.
Let's take
Great
a ride
Muppet movie ride should have won.
Yeah.
I will never forgive. I will never forget.
Well, before I get attacked, let's get movie side.
Oh, we don't need a movie sign for every 4 minutes. Whatever. Anyways, everything in this one is it's not only real, but it's also stop motion animated.
Yes.
Jammy! You broken down, old geek! Ha! Sleeping again?
Did he put his hair on his head?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a normal dude who wears like a fake bald head with clown hair on it.
Can I just say this is great 90s anime? That was one of the things I wanted to say about the intro video, was that's some great, just eclectic 90s indie animation stuff.
Yeah, well that's the thing. I showed those other images of like the movie Freaked and Monkey Bone. It all has this wooden, dilapidated aesthetic. That was so 90s.
Whoa!
Show me some cool shit.
Oh boy, enjoy a design studio.
I like how you saw the top of the
Whoa, everyone put your hands up.
I don't know how they film this. I can only assume it's like they do it slowly and then they
speed it up.
That way you can remove pieces of the roof.
Oh god, clown graveyard. Clown graveyard.
Oh
clown graveyard.
Clown graveyard is a frightening place to be.
You moved the noses, but you never moved the bodies!
Wow, this is weird.
This must be one of the high quality scenes.
Yeah, they replaced it with a bunch of terrible animation.
Also, this was on a dome projected screen. That's why you're seeing some warping.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how it's
Underground looks like so much more fun.
It's like Haunted Mansion.
What is going on down here?
I was gonna say Corpse Bride. Well, I mean, the idea that death is a big party is not a new idea. The Voodoo Loa
the psychic told me this would happen.
What?
Whoa! Oh my god!
I love this pinball set. It's just so neat.
This is, yeah.
Again, it's just so 90s.
Whoa. Oh yeah, yeah.
Tim Burton, and I don't know why.
90s wild, weird, wacky.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean it's you? And why was the creature from the Black Lagoon in a sewer?
Yep.
Actually, no, that checks out.
Hey, look, the guy has to make money somehow.
Oh, it's a magnet. That's how we accelerate.
You can see the top of the camera.
Oh wow, you
also,
can.
You'll notice a trend of magnets trying to attract you in these 3D motion simulators.
It's a good gag.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh.
I thought we were gonna right into that clown's mouth.
No, this one.
Oh, this one's insane.
I got it. So this guy has basically been building his own funhouse underneath an existing funhouse.
Yep.
Yes.
How can he afford all this? And where does he get the space?
I was gonna say he gets all.
Okay,
of
but
the old
how much
pieces of
space
the
is
ride.
there underneath the funhouse for this?
I mean,
wasn't there something in the Willy
that
Wonka
might be why
where
the
he's
boss
like,
is so mad.
I can build
Maybe.
anything I want if I keep going under my land or something.
Oh yeah.
There's a Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka discovers a whole underground forest where he has discovered the secret to aging and de-aging.
Was that in the?
That was it. That was in Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator.
You were trying to find out, boss.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we killed his boss.
That was just a scream.
Vehicular manslaughter.
I guess
Not
it
even
was a scream.
manslaughter. Vehicular homicide. But yeah, in the hey.
Yay.
Impressive.
Yeah, as far as what do you call it? As far as stop motion goes and camera work and things like that,
Yeah.
lots of intricate sets and models. And
It's a nice model.
a well done job. If I was on that motion simulator, I would be entertained by the production value alone.
Yeah. Like that's what gets me about that specific film, because I haven't seen a lot of what we're going to watch tonight, but I have seen that one before, and it is just impressive how well like how much effort went into this. They did not need to put that level of effort into this, and yet they did, and it shows.
Most motion simulators today don't.
Yeah, we're gonna see some of that.
All right.
Practical effects, folks. They still can't fake reality.
Mm-hmm.
Practical effects are always,
that's what you think.
Always better.
Right.
Speaking of practical effects, the next one is before they made this one, they made one called Star Quest. It was in a different documentary about motion simulators, but I didn't show that one because it didn't have a lot in it.
Star Quest, that doesn't sound like any licensed property at all.
He was like a caveman. I think we're going to go back in time.
Caveman.
Anyways, we're going to watch Star Quest.
Yeah.
I think I labeled it Star Quest Warrior, but that's not what it's called. It's
Are we going to do movie sign again, or are we just going to go into it?
We'll
do
just
movie sign.
we have not left the theater. We're just talking.
Okay, gotcha.
Forward
It's
to
like
teleport!
Energy! It's like the Niagara Falls motion simulator where they're like, don't get out of your seats, next movie starting. Star Tours?
Welcome aboard Star Quest Adventure. We have launch clearance.
The Group Tales from Genesis Space. Alright, this time, whenever the vehicle leans, remember to lean with it.
3, 2, 1.
Can I just say how happy I am that all these are like freely available on YouTube?
Star Quest, what are you doing here?
Commencing radio check now. Starfinder,
Open fire.
How do you read?
Starfinder reads loud and clear. Hi, folks. Welcome to StarQuest Station. As you can see, we're in the process of expanding to meet the needs of space pioneers like yourselves. Okay, pilot, I've set the course.
There's a plot.
Twister jump.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Twister jump.
Prepare for turbulence.
We're gonna get to ride Twister before it became the Jimmy Fallon ride.
Twister warp. Oh, that's cool.
We're warping.
Light speed to Endor.
That is oh my god!
This is Star Tours.
Dangerously high levels.
You're right,
I was gonna say that effect of space warping was really cool.
Yes,
Do a barrel roll.
Oh no! We're hit R2.
We're caught in a tractor beam.
Pilot, isn't that the Samsung Star Voyager?
Samsung.
Oh dear lord, there's
product placement. No.
I didn't watch this one yet.
Yes, I was gonna say. Yes, this is where underpaid laborers create your cell phone for less than $5 a day or something like that.
Starfinder, a vampire binary.
Sorry, that's Apple, not Samsung.
Feeling about this.
Oh my god.
Dear lord! This is literally a Star Wars ripoff.
Oh,
shame on you, Retrolite.
That happened.
Shame on you.
This happens in Star Trek as well.
Does this happen in Star Tours though?
I don't know.
No.
There's an episode of Star Trek where they see a star being
Oh,
sucked
the
into a
black
black
hole!
hole.
Are we finally
like
watching that?
No, God. I tried. That movie's boring.
Gravitational pull is too strong.
It is. Okay, it is more fun when you have an audience like this.
Commander,
We're dead! Yay!
We're being compressed into a
Now we're
single point of matter.
Wow.
Starfinder, do you read me?
Oh,
we're all right, pilot.
No, we're fine. We're just somewhere else.
Hello?
Where are we?
Hello.
We're back on
Space
Earth, but it's
We're on Universe of Energy.
That's lazy.
It's just like that way.
Dinosaurs
No, literally all they
in
did was
space.
Fantasia?
Wait, so we went from space
long
to
and
So
thanks for
long
all
and
the
thanks
fish.
for all the fish.
and it rained and rained and rained.
According to my scanners, this is not
Okay,
possible.
guys, that's not. There weren't dinosaurs and whales at the same time.
Wait a second.
Okay, now that this
Are these
Yeah,
are these
that's
the
how
Star
it's
Trek whales? And we're being sucked into something?
Suck.
No, we just we went somewhere else. I don't know where we went. I just know we went somewhere else.
Oh, there's that shirtless guy I told you about.
Oh, no, it's coming
There's
for
a
us.
human being.
Way out.
What? Yeah, who's that shirtless dude?
A caveman.
Okay, you guys had no plan when you developed.
I don't think that was a caveman. I think
It's
that was
the
God.
big thing. The ding ding?
The ding ding?
No, but you're behind the scenes. He's definitely a
Starfinder,
caveman.
I've lost guidance control.
That's okay.
And now you die.
I'll guide you in. Just stay close on my tail.
It's going to be rough. Hold on,
Dun, dun,
passengers.
dun, 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 dun.
Nose up.
Oh my god, we're even going through a trench!
You have emergency clearance.
Now you have to get up to 88 light years an hour and bump him!
Nice flying, pilot.
Thank you, Commander.
Sorry, I'm still getting used to my
Mission
programming.
is complete, but the adventure continues.
Star Tours the Adventure! None of this makes any sense! This is a pile of nonsense, damn it!
I'm so confused. Oh, gosh.
Dino Island 3! Oh.
Do we want to talk about this before we get into it?
No, let's just watch.
All right.
Let's just
Dino Island!
This is Dino Island 2.
Okay.
A motion simulator so good they made it again.
Oh my god.
This one I've been on so many times at Niagara Falls. ITV for iWorks TV.
Those of you playing bingo, that's definitely someone falling into water.
Earlier today, an emergency session of the United Nations was convened to approve
I
immediate
love
rescue action by an international
motion
military
simulators
coalition.
where they have a
And now
live
we take
action
you live to a
pre-show
press
like
conference
this.
at the
Yeah.
Pentagon, where General Robert Hunt is explaining the mission.
Press conference at
Almost
the
every nation
Pentagon?
in the world has responded to this crisis.
I've been told to tell you that GameStop and ThinkGeek now carries Kamen Riders.
How in the world do you capture 10
Thanks for
wild
sharing.
dinosaurs?
Hashtag not sponsored.
We'll attempt to airlift the majority of them out using
I did do
choppers
that
normally
myself,
equipped
yes.
to move heavy vehicles. Next. Yes, here
So the plot of this is an island.
Where will you take the dinosaurs?
Okay, I'm just
You're moving-
over here mad about the camera. Like, this one news agency has like 3 or 4 different cameras all in the same room for a government press conference where they'd be allowed at least one person. And it's cutting around to behind him. We're getting behind over the shoulder shots. This makes no sense.
Yeah, if we got an over-the-shoulder shot, there should be right behind him a camera.
Camera guy.
This is like the Tower of Terror pre-show. They got like Joe Dante to direct it.
Oh shit!
Discovered
No,
dinosaurs on this mysterious volcanic landmass. Stephanie Endries is in the South
So
Pacific.
I'm
yeah,
just going to say,
Jurassic
of the 4 simulators we've seen so far, 3 of them involve dinosaurs.
Yes, Tom.
Yeah?
Yes.
Is that a
People
fetish?
love dinosaurs.
I think it's a trope.
No, you won't.
I was going to
there are
say,
just
I think
so
people
many-
just love dinosaurs.
I think it's easy to 3D animate dinosaurs.
Your own safety and the team as a whole.
Okay, this is now an Asylum movie. I don't know if you guys have ever seen an Asylum movie. There are so many of them that take place on ships. Specifically naval ships, because they have this one Navy interior set that they use for all their movies.
Okay,
Oh, no.
I'm calling it right now. This is just the setup to Godzilla vs. Kong.
Oh my god, dude.
The fact that a motion
footage
simulator
horror
had a
movie.
budget to film on
Well,
like
folks, apparently
aircraft
we've
carriers.
lost our
Yeah.
signal to the South Pacific. Well, okay.
I feel like
We
most
take you down
aircraft
to
carriers-
Moana.
I don't really have to be an aircraft carrier. It probably could be any boat,
Yes.
and they all look pretty similar on the inside.
No, excuse
And
me, it
to be
appears
fair,
we
boats
have
are docked for
reestablished
a long
contact in the
periods of
Pacific.
time. I don't think it would be that
Stephanie,
difficult to ask the
is
owner, "Hey,
everything
can we
okay
film
down
on your boat?"
Yes, Tom.
No, you'll see,
Rise it
though.
up to the flight deck with the Earth Science team members and their leader, Captain Victoria Thomas. Captain Thomas, please, could you please tell me
isn't
who
that
this
an
Tony
aircraft
person
carrier?
is that's missing? And is he an Earth Science team member? No, he's
She's,
a dinosaur.
she's like Amy Adams as Lois Lane.
Isn't this incredibly dangerous?
She does look like Amy. She's knockoff Amy Adams.
Yeah.
I wonder if Jimmy Olsen's gonna get executed in front of her as well.
Oh.
For those of you who don't know, in the hit film Batman v Superman, not Dawn of Justice, that was a different one. But in Batman vs Superman, Lois Lane meets a young fellow, and he's like, "I'm Jimmy Olsen," and then it turns out he's part of the CIA, and he gets blown away right there on camera. And Superman does nothing about it until Lois Lane's in danger.
What does a T-Rex have to be afraid of? Thomas? Walter! He's a
Shoot her!
Well, that's what you say, Tom. A T-Rex that's afraid of water, I guess.
Hey, she's talking to you.
Apparently. Oh no, because the other guy's name was Tom.
Wait a
Jacobs.
second.
Oh.
Isn't this April O'Neil? Are we about to see
Oh,
Ninja
she
Oh my
looks like
gosh.
April O'Neil,
She's got
yeah.
the shirt and everything.
It is.
Tom, should I?
Now I want an
Do it.
Ninja Turtle
Do it.
simulator.
Do
Get in
it.
there.
I guess we're off to Dino Island together.
I'm a feisty
Dino
redhead in a movie, so we're gonna be doing this thing.
The whole
Dino
world
Island
is
doesn't
watching.
really have a catchy name to it. They should name it something more like time-based and like a theme park.
Yeah.
It's called
Or
Dino
I-
Island 2.
Air 2, this is Air 1.
Or, I don't know, like Skull Island, because damn it, I want Godzilla and Kong.
Oh, bad CGI!
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, get ready. This one also has lava, by the way.
Looking good.
I was going to ask, can anyone tell me what the USS Lexington was in Star Trek? Because it rings a bell, but I can't remember which one, what it was doing.
Oh my god,
Oh my god, those geysers!
Oh no, they're okay.
Pterodactyls were always my favorite dinosaur. If you, I mean, it's pretty obvious why. They're basically just giant bats.
Yeah, bats are terrific.
Initiate on the water turbines.
Here's the other thing about motion simulators. Every motion simulator theater has a water effect.
Yeah.
So at some point,
you have to go in water.
splash into water.
Yeah.
They also motion simulators do simulate floating in the water very well. So.
Oh no!
Oh.
And now they're kidnapping dinosaurs?
Why are we grabbing
they're
them?
moving them to a safe island because if you haven't noticed, giant meteor, like a volcano is erupting.
Oh. Right, this is a rescue mission. Okay.
This is the plot of Jurassic World. They stole the plot for the on Dino Island.
I am a Stegosaurus. Oh my god, he is trying to kill us.
Look out, heads down, everybody.
I have
the glass broke.
Really full America.
Only it's a screen, so there was no damage at all.
Listen, just because one Swede got famous,
Ugh.
all of Scandinavia tries to be.
This scene brought to you by Aw.
Yeah.
Bug spray.
Space Wrangler says this looks like incredible bulk.
This,
Yep.
an apt comparison. It looks like Mass Effect
Oh no!
1.
He got escaped in this lava.
Are we driving the Mako right now? No, it's too coordinated, and I don't feel like I'm about to lose control. I don't feel like someone's buttered the wheels. Oh my god! It's a...
Hello, I'm Michael Eisner.
Remember the raptor guy from Beast Wars? Somebody help me, what's the raptor's name from Beast Wars?
I thought it was Megatron. I thought Megatron was the T-Rex.
No, yeah, he was a T-Rex, but there's like a smaller raptor guy.
I just remember that Starscream was a bat. And that's it.
I think we get you like...
Alright, let's lift him up now.
No, we're still on the neck. Wait.
Ugh, I've heard of getting stuck with a problem, but this is
Are
ridiculous.
you kidding me? They weren't prepared for this?
Oh my gosh.
Like, the T-Rex's fight, it can cut through the cable. Whoops, I guess we should have thought this one through. Couldn't have, like, shot some tranquilizer darts?
Oh, I repeat, retreat to the beach. Do you hear her? We gotta get out of here.
No way.
Let's go to the beach.
Well, I'm because it's still animation. Oh no! Oh, well, the frame rate dropped.
Yep.
It was very difficult for them to animate those rocks falling.
Sorry, what is the Nicki Minaj bit from again?
Vine.
Look out for that tree.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
Mayday. ATAS-1 and T-Rex are caught in whirlpool.
We're going into Charybdis.
We're going into a black hole. I mean a wormhole.
All-terrain vehicle of some kind.
Yoink.
Does anyone remember the Rapid River arcade game?
Oh yeah, with the paddling, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Cody? This guy tried to kill you 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, but he's a dinosaur, so you gotta keep him alive.
Hello, Barb. How are you?
Hello.
Why do you ask?
That is what my body looks like when I'm naked. With the big arms.
Another adventure.
I should have made the seats in the front of our fake
Oh,
game.
this was the sequel. What the hell was the first one like?
It was pretty much the same.
Oh man.
It was the same but less.
Well, those were a trip.
I don't want to diminish the effort.
Letting my quarantine hair down.
Of maybe a dozen computer animators. Maybe one. I don't know. It was hard to tell based on the quality of that, but that was not very good.
It was the best one at the time.
All right,
not
fair
counting
enough,
like
I guess.
Star Tours and stuff.
I'm sure it took like 10 years just to animate the rocks falling.
It
but-
looks better when you're shaking.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
It looks better when you can't see what's happening.
So, what was the premise of the first one? Let's just check out Dino Island?
Yes.
That sounds
And
right.
then this one is we gotta get the dinosaurs off
I'll
of
take
Dino
it.
Island.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
the
take
next
it.
one-
Sure, why not?
The next one we are going to watch, and I want to make sure we watch it, is called Aliens at the Ride at the Speed of Fright.
Oh,
starring
A
Star
licensed
Trek
property that's now
and
Disney.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
starring Star Trek and Hollywood legend Jeffrey Combs in the pre-show. And this is themed to
No
aliens.
Sigourney Weaver.
No,
too expensive.
too expensive.
No
so they got
Sigourney Weaver.
Jeffrey Combs
No Bill
instead.
Paxton. No Paul Reiser. Damn it! I want
As far
my
as I
Paul
know-
Reiser simulator.
And as far as I know, not even an alien. So let's play and see.
Well, let's go. I
Oh
want to see
boy.
this now.
Oh, I've seen
Let's
this one
dive in.
before. You made
Oh,
me
there was a
go-
jump scare.
We forgot about that.
Wait a second! You forgot about me.
1995.
They'll never recognize me now.
Jersey! Where are you, Jersey? Where'd you go? This is the New Jersey. Your signal's weak, but we're reading.
This is New Jersey. How can I help you?
Hey, what are you doing?
We have
Get off of my phone.
Real estate.
I think it says
Maybe some meth.
it says something about the world when one person on a film says New Jersey, and we all had our own joke about it.
Yep.
Hey!
Don't get too close. Watch him, Taylor.
He might be an alien.
He may be infected. He's been down there.
I was
I
close.
like how the lady has a red bandana, just like the other lady.
Wait a minute. I'm
Dude, don't kill these aliens, man. I forgot what she sounds
We
like.
don't take any chances. Especially when
I
it
thought that
comes
was
to
Tony
bugs.
Todd for a second.
It sounded like Tony.
For a second, get a bit of a strong one. Oh, they're checking him for
He's cute.
Chestbuster.
We're scanning him.
Chest-
Nope,
He's clean,
definitely
yeah.
not Sigourney Weaver.
So is the pod.
Chest burster sometimes.
Where's the rest of the squad?
They're looking for me like.
Sir? The bugs. They got us, man.
No, that's
Wait,
Starship
is it-
Trooper.
Yeah, I was
This
about to say, is it
alien.
Starship Troopers or aliens?
They
Thank you.
call them bugs in what do you call it? In Alien as well. 'Cause they do look fairly insectoid.
Mining column
I
number
hate them.
23.
Wait, did we just have a
You
flashback?
said it was a routine
Yeah.
check. You were
Jeffrey
wrong.
Combs is having a flashback.
Wait.
This is the pre-show right now.
There's
By the way.
nothing routine about it.
That's just showing us what the
Today,
vehicle we're going to be
population
in.
3,000 plus, right?
Got a cool gun on the top.
Not when we got there.
It's called the 2D.
Now, I'm going to guess that the
Like a
reason we
ghost
don't
town.
see any aliens or anything like that is because it would have been too scary for kids. Even though kids love
The
being
bugs have gotten
scared.
all of them. Every man, woman, and child. Nothing
Yeah,
we
this
can do
is for
except load the
kids.
nuke. 20
I didn't get
kilotons of
hired
bug
for
killer.
roofing, Warden.
We gave ourselves 10 hours till detonation. That's when the bugs hit us.
That's way too long.
Do you think he
Yeah,
fills
it
in
is.
the
Hey,
same
aliens.
like
More than anything
he looks
we've
like
ever
Eric
seen.
Idle in that.
More than we can handle.
So Eric Idle in Aliens.
Okay, we did these
That late.
Hold on.
Wait, Eric Idle and Aliens?
Something went wrong.
Did he call them that latex little you know what?
APC
Yeah,
is
it
total.
is.
Dead.
Dead.
So was half the squad.
Dead.
I got away.
I love that Jeffrey's just like our action hero.
Cowardice, you saved me again.
What about the others?
He's vaguely like the.
Oh, Taylor, man, you back off. You weren't there. You don't know how many bugs there were. You left them down there? It was every man for himself. I couldn't save everyone. The bomb was ticking, you man. Yellow little.
No one calls me Yella.
Much time before that bomb goes off.
I need to watch Back to the Future.
Minutes.
Sir, you're not really thinking. Those are Marines.
4 minutes exactly.
Oh,
4 minutes.
jeez.
You know what would be great if we had the transporter technology from that other sci-fi franchise?
Well, then we could just teleport the nuke in.
Nah, just
That is
teleport the
true.
chairman by accident.
Do it.
You know how easy it would be to
You
do
don't know what's down there.
Oh, here we go.
Time.
Yeah, we're gonna go kill things.
No, dude, we're going through the beats of an alien movie. Specifically, yeah, but specifically Aliens, because that's the one everyone really knows, because Aliens is an action movie, not a horror movie.
Carriage awaits.
But in Aliens, what happens is all the Marines are like, yeah, we're big and tough and manly, and here's our rocket shirtless pods. And then as soon as the aliens go up and they start getting eaten one by one, they're like, oh man, we're screwed! Turns out we're a bunch of wimps!
So I love how we have space travel, yet we still need to use tanks.
primary
Yeah.
couples release.
Yeah, well, the tech in the Alien franchise was always very, like, rudimentary. Like, in the first Alien movie, everyone has to be in stasis during the journey because it takes forever.
Is this Ride film?
This is the Ride film, yes.
Why are there so many jump cuts?
Hang on, children.
Just give it a second.
I think we can mark off reused footage.
Whoa! Oh my god! It's a Predator temple. Alien versus Predator. Here we go. And now we're in the Mako.
You just better be here when we get back.
Don't worry, Sarge.
Doorway's blocked.
What?
Nope. We didn't need to cut it like that.
Yeah, I don't like those
I don't know
either.
why they did that.
At least these are practical.
Was it to make it look like a movie?
Somewhere inside. Which way, higher?
I'm not sure. Find section C3.
Follow the screaming.
They probably did only have him for one day.
Jeffrey Combs?
Yeah.
They probably had most of the actors only for one day. And now they're all on a couch in front of one microphone.
Yes.
Doing their best to emote when they don't have anything to react to. Good minute.
That was an okay cover cut.
It's not.
There you
Apparently,
go.
this one cost $2 million.
Behold the power of veering right.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Sarge, I'm getting another signal. It's
I cannot believe this one cost $2 million.
20 seconds.
Well, 1 million of that was just licensing the Alien franchise.
They might be talking about Dino Island.
Time's short.
See, normally on a motion simulator, interesting stuff would happen.
Yeah, there's like nothing happening.
30 seconds.
Except a bunch of jump cuts.
Covers from the hatch. Stay frosty.
Well,
And now we're getting story.
Come with me.
Oh, wait.
All the action is now leaving.
Somebody wrote the movie.
More jump cuts.
No.
Oh, there's an alien.
Oh, give him a big hug. Yeah, get him.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all reused footage from the movie.
You know, compared to the way they did cut in Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, everything else does it horribly.
Also, everyone at home guessed the audio just went a little weird.
Oh my god.
Oh god, they should do that to every alien. Just run them over.
The acid blood gets all over the car, starts corroding it. Although metal is typically acid, maybe a vehicle. Oh no, they can't drive.
Detonation. 1.
Everybody all right?
Egg!
Hey, alien!
Get away from her, you Karen!
This one is
Hey, looks like y'all fell into my hole. Let me give you a hand.
Yeah, for a licensed franchise, you think they'd try a little harder.
I mean, it's halfway there.
There is something very wrong about that alien. I can't put my finger on it.
That's why I said it looks weird. It's
Yeah.
not really an alien.
Get us out of here, man!
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs.
He's doing that voice. He's doing the aliens.
He is trying to sound like a Marine. Personally, I would not cast Jeffrey Combs as a military man, except for that new Creep Show where they cast him as the commander of a Nazi battalion, where he hams it up, and it's great.
ABC secure. Punch it!
Punch it, Chewie!
Let's beat to end over.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god, it blew up the atmosphere. Oh, good.
Yeah.
No, we gotta. We're not gonna make it.
If I am
Whoa!
Oh, no. That was...
What?
We
What?
died.
Okay.
All right,
I need a
well,
minute.
So that might have been worse than Dino Island.
That was awful.
That was...
You
that
think
was
for
pretty
something
bad,
like Aliens, like the bar is so high. Like
Okay,
you have
so
characters you already know. You don't have to set anything up.
Here's the other thing you also need to do is not cut to observational shots of your characters or things happening, because we're supposed to be in a vehicle that's traveling. Not to nitpick,
It's supposed to feel like it's one continuous.
You are, and it's fine for the intro video to not do that, But once you are on the motion simulator, you should not leave the perspective of being in this vehicle. And they could have had so much stuff with like the aliens like trying to get into the windows and things like that. But they just not. They could have even had an alien
And
like.
that's why the best alien motion simulator is the Great Movie Ride.
There you go.
Star Tours
that got it right. You never leave the perspective on the Great Movie Ride.
Star Tours solved this problem beautifully with the second side screen and the cambot that floats around the car with you. Like, this is all
And Back to the Future had the same thing where you had the camera in the car.
Yes, if you need to show something that isn't what your literal physical perspective would be if you were in the situation, put a second screen up. It's not that hard.
See, I made a joke that Dino Island was low effort, but the aliens one felt somehow more low effort.
Yeah.
It's
it's just when you think aliens, you have such high expectations.
Maybe that's
and
it. Maybe we've been too spoiled by the brand, which I don't think is actually true because I don't think anyone liked Alien versus Predator or Alien versus Predator.
You have to like. This came out in what? Right at the speed of light. I think the copyright date on that was like 95, 94. At this point, there were 3 Alien movies. That's it.
Wasn't there the?
And all of them starred Sigourney Weaver.
When did the
not
Joss
a
Whedon
Fassbender in sight?
I haven't seen one.
Okay, there's. I was about to just start listing the Alien movies, but we have more motion simulators to get to.
Yes, we do.
Next on the docket.
All right. Well, it is 10.
Oh, the next one's one of my favorites.
I do. Oh, well, I was going to say, to make sure that we get to watch them all, or at least all of the interesting ones, the next one we're going to watch, did you know Stan Lee had a motion simulator?
Oh!
Stan Lee made it.
We're cutting Smash Factory?
If we have time, we'll get to it.
Did he also steal that from Steve Ditko?
No, this is some weird thing he created about people going into a computer system and fighting monsters, but then it all becomes real. So this is called Seventh Portal 4D.
Okay.
Oh, gosh. Sorry, I have to do tech to get that ordering right.
Oh,
there
I'm
we go.
sorry. I guess we could just do it in order then. Oh, never mind.
No, I got it. I just had to change it.
In 3, 2.
Okay, can I name any... Oh no, those are just generic superhero characters.
No, these are new. Well, they're new Stanley Coopers.
Okay, but
hey, Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway.
They're just superheroes.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
Bad guy name. Yeah.
And
coming to our television.
You must find the 7th portal. It's your only chance. Go.
Yes, Stanley did a voice in the show.
Excelsior!
As well. It was a 2D animated show that was made with.
Oh my god!
I'm getting some major Cyber Chase vibes right now.
I was gonna say, you know that one commercial that's like
with Doc Ock on the loose. This could be one of the most dangerous nights of my life,
and yours. I love how no one can see us except me, and we all pointed at camera for that.
Stay in the safety of your homes. Data.
Oh, are they gonna fight the Hulk?
I trust that your suffering will not be.
I'm the Grandmaster.
Also, if you recognize any voices,
is that Thanos?
I couldn't place me in the voices.
It's Nanos.
Nanos, and this is Shulk.
No-nos. No-nos.
They look kind of like
This is like the Hulk meets the Lizard meets the Thing.
Oh my god!
Hey!
He does look like.
Is this like?
His name's probably like.
Wait, so this villain's evil scheme is a gladiator tournament?
Apparently,
looks like it.
Dead.
Just like Master of the Flying Guillotine. You guys ever seen Master of the Flying Guillotine? It's a great kung fu movie.
Oh boy, you're in for a shock.
The first half of Master of the Flying Guillotine is a tournament between a bunch of martial artists who all have different fun themes that they adhere to. One guy's like, this is the Sword Master. This is the Nunchuck guy. This is the Spear Dude. And it gets increasingly more elaborate.
Neko wanted us to know that the Alien Speed of Fright film was on the Alien Anthology Blu-ray pack.
Oh.
Well, what do you know?
That's nice. Get in.
Way to go!
I'm actually
was
a
her-
hot lady.
Sorry, was her name Flirtatia?
No, imitation.
Oh.
Little on the
Yeah,
nose,
this was
but
not
yeah.
Stan's best day.
No,
I'm
no.
Flirtatia.
No,
That
no.
sounds like
I
an
mean,
awesome
with
power.
superhero names, you can be on the
That
nose.
being said,
Just look at.
it is slightly better that time that Stan actually co-created 30 superheroes for the National Hockey League.
Damn.
It's gonna be tight.
That's what she said.
That's what I said.
Let's go! Come on, hurry!
So these are like this is like
These
Ready
are the
Player
good
One.
guys, apparently.
They're all avatars.
Yes, we're going through that portal. Thank you.
They're all, oh my god.
Oh, here's the.
Okay, I'll just go around this giant slow thing.
How about like going through the legs?
Yeah.
I don't recognize.
How about getting him to smack himself?
Get on the Colossus's back! He's been defooted.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those actors. Unfortunately.
Well, you know, that's the agony of defeat.
Yeah.
Whoa. Connection terminated.
Jump scare.
Ah! But he can't get out. He can't get out of the screen.
Now he's just my wallpaper.
Oh, okay. He's alive still. So all of that was
Excelsior.
I like that one.
It was
better
okay.
animation than Dino Land.
Yeah.
At least it was visually interesting. Things were happening.
Sure, yes.
We were going around. I wasn't
More
quite
visually
clear on the
interesting
plot,
than Dino
but-
Island. More consistent plot than Aliens.
Yes.
I'm sure if we had watched the Seventh Portal show beforehand, we'd know who half of these people are.
Oh, probably.
Was there a show though? I thought it was just the ride. Like there was supposed to be more, but it never materialized.
It was a
Or
cartoon
maybe I'm wrong.
on Macromedia's website for animated shows called Shockwave back in 2000.
Okay, I'm sorry, but if you're gonna have a Flash-based simulator ride, it better be Homestar Runner.
Oh my gosh. Trogdor the ride. Yes, please. Oh.
Hey, stupid! I brought you this ride.
Trogdor the Burninator?
I don't know anything about Homestar Runner, and anytime I try and get into it, it's like Homestuck to me.
I mean, it kind of is.
No, don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say the cursed word. I was gonna say that looked kind of like Reboot, but now I just kind of want like a reboot motion
ride.
simulator.
Yeah.
They had
There
one.
is a-
there was a
there
reboot
is-
motion
there's a
simulator.
There's Reboot 4D.
There you go.
I couldn't find a good version of it.
I was
though.
gonna
I'm
ask-
sure if I
If you haven't, send it to us. We'll watch it on round 2.
Yes.
Also, if you have the Israel motion simulator from Millennium
Yes.
Village, like I don't know if we'll show it, but I would love to see that again.
Yes.
Well, I was going to say Israel's not
there
very
was
popular right now.
there was a
Yeah.
lost Epcot ride that was only there for a year. A ride,
They just
an
installed
Epcot
the temporary
ride.
motion simulator in the
Yeah,
in the
in
tent?
Millennium Village.
Yes.
Yes, they did.
How bizarre!
And apparently, after it
haven't
closed,
gotten
they
to that
took the film
timekeeping episode yet.
and they actually used it as an attraction in Israel.
That is so weird.
That's interesting. Israel's not very popular right now, though.
Yeah.
But I know I said that
Yeah.
already.
Apparently, I
But-
can go
but,
there for
like, for
free
historical
whenever
Right
I
now,
want.
we're
reasons,
just
like,
acknowledging
documenting
that
this
Israel
attraction.
is a
Yes.
place.
Yes.
Israel is a place
alright.
on the map,
Yes.
and nothing
What do we
more.
got?
Do we want? I mean, we've been going a while, but do we want to watch another couple still? Yes.
I mean,
It's
I'm
only
down.
These are really good.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
looking
let's
at
watch
what
the
we
one
have
that-
left.
It's also
Let's
the
watch
fact that these are
Red-
all like relatively
Smash
short and
Factory is
well-contained.
fun.
That like
Yeah. I mean, I know I say this a lot, but when we watch like one of the Walt Disney specials, and it's an hour and 45
It's kind of a
minutes.
slog,
By
yeah.
the end, you're
It's
like,
almost
"Oh,"
like this
but
is
these are
a
not-
tightly written 4 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
That also has to be perfect because then they have to get a bunch of animators to work on it, and
Yeah.
you can't change stuff. In
This is like
editing.
this is like
Except
our
maybe the
Motion
Alien
Simulator Film Festival.
it really is.
There you
Yeah.
go.
That should have
Welcome
been
to
what we
Ride
named
Rehab.
this. Gosh.
We could just watch Planet Coaster rides eventually, because people have done amazing stuff with that. Yes,
That would
Riff.
actually be kind of neat.
The Ride Rehab International Film Festival.
RRIFF.
Yeah, Riff.
That is genius.
Oh
Hey,
that's
all right.
so good.
And Ride Rehab Watches
I'm
it's
gonna
an international film festival every episode.
It is.
You know what? I would love to actually make that a thing now, where we can ask people to make a ride film and send it in.
Yeah. that'd be
Yes.
great.
Maybe we can give prizes.
We'll
of some
we'll
kind.
have separate categories. We'll have recreations and we'll have original idea type area ones.
I like this.
How would,
What I need is more things for me to work on.
that's right. Yeah.
No,
All
you're
right.
outsourcing this.
There you go.
No,
As
like,
Donna,
I'm clearly gonna
as
have
Donna
to
Summer
work
once
on
said,
Oh,
he works
graphics
hard
also.
for the money. So hard for it money.
All right, let's
And
watch.
you
a couple
better
more.
treat him right.
The next one we're going to watch is apparently Matthew's favorite, Smash Factory.
Smash Factory!
It's another live action one. It's
Oh,
got magnets. It's got
How do they work?
a giant thing
Okay.
trying to crush us. Why?
Okay,
I think it's
like-
the same people who
Think
made
like the
Funhouse.
Funhouse one. Think the Funhouse, but somehow hosted by a more deranged character.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Yes. Yeah. Well, Jimmy wasn't trying to kill us.
No, Jimmy was just like,
No,
your ride
yeah.
sucks.
This
I'm gonna
guy
show you what a
is.
good ride is."
Oh
This
boy.
guy,
This host
the person
definitely
who is
is.
controlling our vehicle, is purposely insane. You need to listen very closely at the beginning. You'll hear it.
Adventurer Season 2.
That's the type of motion simulator. It's like a little.
Let's just cut that stupid radio chatter, shall we? Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Bob. I'll be your tour guide today.
Hi,
This
Bob.
is
Sounds like
normal
Ron
operating
Paul
procedure
Trump
here at the
also.
Smash Factory. Certainly no cause. for
Hi, I'm
alarm.
Wacko. Left.
Left. Left.
No.
Oh, we did.
I don't think
No,
we're
we
going
didn't.
that way.
Not our dino.
Oh, look, my resident orangutan.
Right tours,
Hi,
you're going
fellas,
the wrong way.
Say
Yeah.
hello. How you doing?
Wait, was
I
that a
like that those are
projection
live
in the
action.
ride?
Begin.
Yes.
Well, because it's a miniature.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
they,
tiny
they
screen.
filmed them and made them a little screen.
Why am I getting dinosaur vibes?
I'm getting
Where's the
test track
toaster
vibes.
light?
Yes, it's test track is like, oh my god. Broke.
Dun, 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 dun.
I also think this might be the Back to the Future set repurposed. A lot of it looks the same. The walls look like very similar.
It kind of does, yeah. Whoa.
This one is very test tracky.
Yep.
Also, the camera movements, like, this was probably a very bumpy ride.
Yeah. Well, if you only got 4 minutes, you want to make it exciting, right?
Yep.
Yes, this one. That's the thing with this one. This one is all go.
Sorry, lady. Okay, here we go. So sorry. Hey there, stop here. No dogs allowed. Only means one thing.
No dog. No! I see.
Oh, sorry. Hey, copper, take that and that.
All cops are flat.
Happy World Land. Happy World Land. Where the fun never stops at all. This is where Lego stole the idea for the Lego movie.
Rocks with the perfect. Well,
Whoa. I don't like the looks of this. Back it up. What's going on here?
My daddy taught me good.
See?
I love
said,
Twisted Metal.
Back it up.
This is very Twisted Metal, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Twisted Metal was a similar aesthetic. It's
Wait,
the
so
whole,
he's
like,
not trying to get us killed because
juxtaposing-
he's not driving under that.
He's not trying to get us killed yet.
Any last requests?
Are we just gonna go into the ground? Our vehicle's
Yeah.
really resilient.
journey
Now
to the
we're in
center of
Avatar.
the earth.
Whoa!
Whoa!
No, now we're in Portal.
And we're just
Yes.
slightly above where we were.
Whoa!
Oh!
Boingy, boingy,
Oh,
boingy.
this is where timing is kind of important. Just be very careful on the beat. I'm a good dancer, so okay.
And there you go.
Yes.
No.
Yes. No.
Eh.
No. Wait. Drum roll, please. This time with my eyes closed.
Nice.
Have you ever seen that video of the kid on a wipeout kind of spinning thing, and he just gets pummeled by it? Yeah, now this is portal.
Yeah.
What is this that we're on? It looks like corpse.
I think we're about to climb the aggro crag.
Oh no, Mad Max!
There's zombie cars.
Ghost
Oh,
cars.
zombie cars. Oh, they got out of our way though.
Boing. No dogs! There was a sign!
A2 Brute.
Oh
no! It's me, Eddie! Remember when I killed your father?
Yay! In the hole.
Call the authorities.
Please don't leave your seats till we come to a complete and final stop.
That's a cute touch.
It just reminds me of the airplane.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I gotta find another car. You gentlemen have a problem in there?
That was really good.
Police, get out of here!
I like that one.
No, that was
Another
really
quality
solid.
Yeah.
It also had like a unique original idea.
Yeah.
Well, it was very testy.
I would say, if anything, the idea was a little like underbaked. It was just a basic premise to get us going, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it was thoroughly enjoyable to watch. Lots of good visual gags.
Yeah.
See,
I like the
I
idea
pick good
that
stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I like the idea. I like the idea of the vehicle being taken over by a madman or some guy who's on the run. I think that's fun because that gives us an excuse to move fast.
Oh my gosh! Like,
That's
have the
all I got.
Mandalorian like hijack Star Tours at some point.
That's gotta happen.
That'd be sweet.
And that would be easy to do because he's got the helmet on.
Exactly. You could do that with an AA
you haven't
really easy.
noticed. Lots of
I wouldn't say that.
Lots of the new Star Wars characters have helmets and things like that. So that way,
Yeah, because in case the actors die,
Well, in
they've
case
learned their lesson. It'll be easier for them to animate
to get replaced
and them in other things.
When in doubt,
I
revive
genuinely think that's
Palpatine.
why.
Yeah, or when in doubt, bring Ian McDiarmid back. Yes.
Palpatine's Wild Ride.
I can't wait for the Star Wars.
Unlimited.
Palpatine shows up, he shocks your
Unlimited
vehicle, and Disney
skid
sends
marks.
electric current through your seat.
Is that Palpatine doing his laundry over there?
Don't pay attention to
Oh.
me. I'm just not dead again. All right.
The next one is called Space Race.
Space
And
Race.
I think this one is fully 3D animated. There's a good little live action bit in the middle for like 5 seconds. But this one is unique in that they do try and inject a little bit of plot in it with a narrator.
All right. There you go. Space Race. You know, there's the Romulans, the Klingons, the Beta Zeds.
It's still clearing out. From
Wait,
the
is this
last one.
space race or space racists?
Oh
Wow.
no! What happened?
Because
Why
one
is
of
it
those
stuck?
is not a good idea for a ride.
Is it okay?
All right, there we go.
Welcome aboard,
We got
ladies
it.
and gentlemen. I'm your pilot, Captain Ray Mandrake. This is not my usual run, but I'll be commanding your mission
It's me,
today, and
McCree.
I believe
I
I
got
can
a
promise you
smooth
a tour.
coffee.
Oh my gosh! If they got Matt
Gonna
Mercer
store
to voice.
information screen for takeoff and let you have the view from your cabin window.
Captain Mandrake, control, meteor activity.
Oh, I think I might have seen this one.
Looks like we're losing our takeoff window.
They do show clips of this in
Hang
the
on, folks.
Funhouse documentary one. Yeah, this is 3D animated. But this is definitely one of those motion simulators where they tried to do something special with it. It is very mission space.
I bet you're getting some
We're now
neat,
approaching
like,
NASA's
floating
most advanced
effects.
space platform. Let's move in for a little better look. What you say? That shuttle you see over there is bringing up a payload from
3D
the water
animation is
processing
holding up
plant
so
on the moon.
far.
Yeah, this looks fine.
Okay,
New
folks, we're going to clear for a minute and let this
horizons.
shuttle complete its docking procedure. Let me show you this. We're not supposed to get too close to this, but it's called a black hole generator. They're actually trying to clone a black hole. And...
Let's go close.
Oh boy!
Back away just a little bit. Hang on!
Why? Why would you? I mean, I understand.
Because the show
Cause for
keeps
alarm.
That's true.
We seem to have just jogged a little bit off course.
Oh no, that looks like the space prison from
We'll
Critters.
take us in for a closer look.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that happens in Critters.
Now, here we have something that I
Lone
have never
Star.
seen.
I was about to
This
say it looks like
company-
Winnebago.
Yeah.
iWorks has actually
You don't have
reused
to
this
know our position,
robot
do you?
in a different
Thanks
3D
for
movie.
talking.
Oh,
You know, it kind of looks like the old stock car track back home.
Iwerks did this whole, like, 20-minute IMAX attraction where the idea is they're trying to generate the first 3D music video starring Elvira. And it's the guy from
Look, it is a race.
Honey, I Shrunk Ourselves is the presenter of it, and that was his robot. Yeah, there's a whole world of ride films and 3D films and stuff.
Now this is pod racing.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
This music's also
But I was gonna say...
They're bullied by always we.
Well, you realize you're still in dead last, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit quiet.
It's, no,
yeah, I
think
turned it down a lot
like,
because it was very loud while you were talking.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This does make me think of episode 1 pod racing.
Let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
One of the few good games to come out of the prequel. Oh my god. The Tholian Left.
This gang looks like we're in it to win it.
See, like, in 4 minutes, they dropped you into this little story. I like it. This is
like,
one
this
of my
all makes
favorite ones,
sense.
too. Whee!
Yeah,
also, the music's pretty
the way the track looks, episode 1 pod racing.
Whoa, we're upside down!
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh. Ah, take that, idiot. That was the guy who made fun of us at the beginning. There he is. Now,
I think we made fun of him. Oh no!
Now it's Speed Racer. They have, like, the evil claw on the side. Remember Speed Racer?
No, I do not.
Such a good movie, though.
Are we doing a pit stop?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, neat!
It's a pit stop.
Hey, that's fun.
They're giving us a new engine.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Now this looks practical.
They look like the dudes from Warframe.
Let's see what these
Fortuna
new
guys.
engines have got. Contact.
Woo boy!
Those are Jawas from Star Wars. Not Warframe. Different franchise. Very similar.
Boy, I love that after a pit stop, we easily win this race.
We got some zoomies now.
We gotta get rid of this Skabalba bastard guy. Hey, remember how in the pod racing in Star Wars,
he's dead.
The Tusken Raiders just open fire on the track?
Yes.
No one bothers to oh.
Okay.
We're out.
This is where we came in.
By the way, a black hole is not the same as a wormhole. A wormhole takes you from one point in space to another, and a black hole is a point of infinite density, and that is so powerful that it warps space, time, light, and matter around it.
Yes.
I love No Man's Sky. Hey, that was great.
No, that was really good. Oh my gosh, that might be the best one I think we've seen so far, in my opinion.
That was easily one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody, and watch your step on the way out.
Okay,
Please
bye.
don't die.
We kind of missed it just there, but he said, if you see anyone waiting in line for the hello?
I wonder what could be next.
We kind of missed it, but the audio is like, if you see anyone waiting for the next flight, please don't tell them what happened. Which I like that. The idea that this keeps happening.
Well, also, it not only does it keep happening, but he's embarrassed that he has accidentally almost led us to our deaths.
Yes. That's
Well,
the thing about
I
these
think
rides is that...
the outer premise of it is like you're just going on like a sightseeing tour.
Yeah,
and then this all
exactly.
happens instead. So
It's
don't
supposed to be
tell
like
them
Star
things
Tours,
went
where
bad
it's
because then
like-
I'll lose my job.
Exactly.
Every other Star Tour flight is having a normal flight.
Yeah.
We just happen to be in the one that C-3PO's piloting.
Yes.
It's like Dinosaur. Everyone else who got in a dinosaur in a
Time
CTX vehicle, Time Rover, they are having a perfectly normal time, like 5 years in the past. We are in the
5
only
years
one
in the
that
No.
what's his name is controlling.
Dr. Seeker.
Dr. Seeker, yeah. That's the thing about those.
Because
types
we're
of-
the special ones.
And because something has to go wrong.
So, yeah, which
Right.
was
With
the
the
joke
exception
the
of
Futurama
Soarin',
ride if
something
they ever
goes
made it.
wrong in every Disney ride.
Yes. And something is scary in every
Living
Disney
with the
ride.
land, nothing goes wrong.
So next up,
okay, every thrilling
Spaceship Earth,
attraction.
nothing intentionally goes wrong.
So next up, we have the SpongeBob motion simulator. Now, this is one Tyler and I have firsthand experience with because in Niagara Falls there is
No, this is the old one.
The old one.
There are 2 SpongeBob motion simulators.
Never mind then. I don't know what this could be except for SpongeBob.
Wait, have you never who here has seen SpongeBob 4D?
I've seen one of them.
With the pig.
I don't know that one. I've seen that I saw at the Shed Aquarium in Chicago.
The what aquarium?
The Shed Aquarium in Chicago.
Shed.
Gosh, I didn't know it was that bad.
Yeah.
I heard the shit aquarium.
No, Shed. SHEDD.
Shooties? I thought it was a 40 film.
Let's get into it.
Anyways, this was at Canada's Wonderland for years. It was originally when Paramount Canada's Wonderland had Nickelodeon, but then when they dropped Nickelodeon, this was still the only motion simulator in the theater. In fact, now they've gutted the motion simulator theater, and they don't even use it for 3D movies anymore. It's used for haunted house attractions during Halloween Haunt, which is stupid because it's so easy, I could imagine, to just swap out the film, insert the floppy disk that changes how the seats move.
So sorry, I was just going to say, you know how at Disney they have these huge rides that require massive overhauls and things like that?
Yeah.
I want you to imagine the quality that Disney gives us. And then I want you to think about what Wonderland is like. Because Wonderland is just a generic theme park. And they don't sell things on brand recognition or putting on a good show. Their whole thing is their rides. So the selling point of Wonderland is the Leviathan or the Behemoth.
No one cares about the...
No one cares about
or
the
the woman who forgets who she is.
Except for boring people like you and me who go to see sexy cabarets or
Canada's Wonderland. The main attraction is the woman who forgets who she is.
Who's also diabetic.
Yeah.
But
Ride Rehab Watches is a great show. You should really catch up.
During Halloween Haunt, though, they did swap out SpongeBob with Elvira's House of Superstition 4D,
which we're going to watch.
And Haunted House 4D. Yeah, we'll watch that next time. And Haunted House 4D. So they did swap them out between August and then September for the Halloween season. I just don't know why they didn't just... I guess you have to purchase the rights for the film, and maybe that was just too much to do during the year. Anyways, the SpongeBob one is a classic.
Let's roll.
Yeah.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? We do now. Aye, Captain.
Hey, it moves!
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit, that's scary.
Like an Avatar-sized screen.
That is the scariest thing we've seen all night.
Welcome, trainee.
Now, the 3D isn't too good.
No, but they've made it look like faux 2D, so I'll let it slide. It looks like one of the many SpongeBob video games.
They also cram a lot of good gags into this.
That's the whole...
Hey, the last one. Come on, little fella.
I like how they have a tiny pickle.
What a good cheap 3D trick.
Oh, believe me.
Don't worry, this is the only time it cuts away. This is the only time it does that, I swear.
Okay. Jump cut.
I like the kid clapping.
Jumping.
Weird. I didn't even know Patrick owned a pogo stick. Is that my
I could quote this whole
Not
thing.
it isn't. Well, you see, this patty is incomplete. Come on, new guy. We gotta get that pickle.
Guy? Never mind.
Is the joke going to be at the end? He has no. He won't ask for no pickles.
Yep. It's gotta be.
Now let's see. If I'm going to catch Patrick, I must first.
This is why you've never gotten a boating license.
That's a great joke.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the
My leg, yes.
All those people, all those fish.
Those jellyfish are just straight up 2D.
You know, if you're gentle, you can pet them.
Jeez.
Look, it's Patrick! Hey,
Nothing else so
Patrick,
far
I
away.
need that pickle to complete the patty!
now entering
that looks
rock
like the
bottom.
back of the rock bottom sign. Rock bottom! Neptune on a new
What a great motion simulator bit, though. This was so much fun to watch for the audience.
Yeah.
I loved hearing the audience reactions. Me and my mom would ride this every time we went to Wonderland.
bike made it. Hey,
What a great little
That's what I love how they took one episode of SpongeBob.
By the way, you're doing great for your first day.
This is such a great motion simulator.
This is really good.
Hi, SpongeBob.
Patrick.
What are you doing here?
Why did you steal my pickle?
Pickle? It wasn't me. It's me!
Double? What's going on here?
Isn't it obvious?
Plankton!
You stole the platform form from Wayne Zelinsky.
Robotic Patrick has lured you and that delicious patty right into my fiendish hands. Now hand it over!
Never! You can't make
It does
me.
cut away a little bit more than I thought.
But the Petbot
But it's not
3000
horrible.
can.
I'm willing to suspend my disbelief for SpongeBob because there are fewer rules.
Yeah, that's true.
With Alien, where there is a very clear, like, strong ground
And the pedal.
Did someone say cheap 3D effects?
Yeah.
No! Yes! Get him! No! Yes!
I love the amount of noise happening.
Here it comes. Hey, remember that time in we established.
Oh, sorry. Can I use this outlet? Well, at least I still have the pickle.
Dead.
Come on, little fella. That's right.
Hey, is that my patty?
Yes, sir.
I asked for no pickles.
No pickles. Ha ha ha.
No, you don't understand.
Oh my god! Oh my god! SpongeBob killed that guy!
I'm allergic to pickles.
Well, that was pickle killer.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh, that was really
Read
good.
it, watch it,
Not
live
sponsored.
it.
Not sponsored by
No.
Attractions Magazine. Do they sell Attractions magazines?
Are they?
You didn't warn me about that.
That 4 minutes is like one of the most iconic motion simulators.
That was wonderful.
Anyone who had ever been to Wonderland has
in the wide world of motion simulators. That's one of the iconic ones. If you're a true motion simulator buff, yeah, that's one of the ones you know.
Fun of me.
I am a little bit.
There's so many great gags in it too.
It was good.
Like that
there
felt
was-
like a really well written episode of SpongeBob that just happened to have some cheap 3D tricks.
That's what I was going to say. Was Steven Hillenburg still alive when they did that?
This was easily around when the movie came out. I'd say. I don't remember the exact date, but I was very young.
The first
when that
movie.
one came
We should
out.
be clear.
Yes, I was very young when this one came out. The pre-show for that was SpongeBob in line at a movie theater waiting, or like you waiting to watch the movie, and he'd be like, anyways, what else can I think about? Oh, that time we went to Rock Bottom. So things that happened in the show he would reminisce about. And then every time he'd move up and he's like, moving on up in line. And it would just keep repeating. Or there'd be some guy in line that he'd be like, hey, is it ready yet? And he'd be like, no, stop asking me. Like, there's a guy getting increasingly upset with SpongeBob. Sorry, what were you going to say, Matt?
Oh, nothing. So there are two of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
The second one is called SpongeBob 4D and the Great Jelly Rescue. This one was made for, I believe, Nickelodeon Hotel or Parks or something like that. And they wanted to... Or
so the one in Orlando that had
Yeah.
the time capsule that was relocated from Universal Studios and now is God knows where?
There was a Nickelodeon hotel, and the water park would actually dump slime on you. And there was like a time capsule of like slime built into the ground that said "Don't open for a certain number of years."
No, it was a time capsule that was buried in 1992.
Oh,
And it was like artifacts that kids gave, defining the life of a kid in 1992. It had a Talk Boy in there. It had a Game Boy.
What?
It had,
Slime?
I think, a container of Gak.
Dump slime on you.
I thought the time capsule had slime in it.
I
It
thought
did.
had, yeah.
There was, but that was not all it was.
Oh,
it was many. It was a many splendored thing.
I can't wait for them to dig it up, and the slime has oozed out and ruined all the other objects in there.
Anyways, the plot of this one is Plankton's trying to steal jellyfish to ruin the environment.
Oh, so this is another SpongeBob one?
This is the one we went on.
Oh, perfect. There we go. All right. This one is the one we've seen. Got water splashed in my face, had sound, all the fun things that happens in a motion simulator. Let's get into it!
Got water splashed in my face, had sound. These are the criteria.
Those are just the things I remember.
This one is.
Well, it's not often that it just tells you where you are.
Oh, I saw this too. It was in the Baltimore Aquarium.
This one is also very good.
Welcome,
for a SpongeBob
everyone.
thing.
You
Also, Ben, we are missing the overlay,
tranquil
if that's
tour
important.
of Bikini
we are.
Bottom's jellyfish fields. Your guide,
No, it's
everyone,
fine.
SpongeBob
I think so.
SquarePants.
No, the
Your
overlay is
tour
important
is
so
now
we don't
underway.
get too many copyright claims.
This is Vimeo. They don't do that here.
Ah,
No,
Bikini
there's not enough
Bottom,
people here to do
an
that.
underwater wonderland.
Wow, the
teeming
CGI's
with
gotten
life.
better.
It
But
sure
your
did.
tour does not start
Yes.
here.
Well, this
No,
was a few years
your
later,
journey
wasn't it?
begins
This is like the
just
movie.
past town.
This is like the movie
Watch your
quality 3D.
Whoa!
The scallops.
Here we are at the
I still think
jellyfish
2D
field.
SpongeBob is the best SpongeBob.
By the way, there are two different versions of this. One joke was replaced to have an alternate joke, but this is the correct joke.
Now remember, Patrick, jellyfishing is all
There's in-theater lighting for the buzzing. Ooh!
Be careful, Patrick. We wouldn't want to hurt the
CG better, animation worse.
Actually, I think that one's a he.
SpongeBob, there's some
Jellyfish are hermaphrodites, actually.
Huh? Oh, no, it's okay, Patrick. These weird-looking fish are with me.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
I don't know you,
This
sir.
is my jellyfish net launcher.
There's like no squash and stress on these characters.
Fish, what
Yeah, they
jellyfish
first-
Oh,
are
so
those?
now Sandy's going to be in the new
I thought I was
Spider-Man
doing
movie.
a pretty good job.
Hey, where'd all the jellyfish go?
Oh, I guarantee
They
you
were
there,
just
they'll
here.
be.
I wonder where they could be.
What's that noise?
By the way, the voice of Mr. Krabs, it's clear it's not Clancy Brown.
Oh.
I guess they didn't want to get him to do one line.
Look, it's a tiny bikini
Well,
bottom.
apparently they didn't want to use Ride of the
we're up
Valkyries for this.
Oh, hey, I can see my rock from here. Hello, Rock.
And there's the Krusty Krab. Hi, Mr. Krabs.
SpongeBob, get back to work.
Ugh!
That's
Looks
not
like the
him.
worst
That's
deal
not-
ever.
You're not my dad.
You're not my real dad. The Mr. Krabs we already have at
Bring my
home.
tanning butter.
Hi, Squidward. Excuse me. Pardon me.
Oh my god, Patrick just dropped that on
Look
Squidward.
ridiculous.
Jealous.
I kind of like that.
Look
Wow,
ridiculous.
we're in one huge
See,
herd of
yeah.
Disney likes to put
jellyfish.
people in a dress and
Yeah.
go, look how dumb they look.
It's like
SpongeBob's
they're
like,
running from
jealous.
something or
Yeah.
Yeah.
something or something.
Look, they're trying to get away from that big truck.
It's sucking them up.
We gotta help them.
Suck.
Well, boys,
Suck.
let's get to it.
Suck.
Hi.
Suck.
Hello, SpongeBob.
How many do you think
I
you
love when he
can
calls him Sponge.
I got it, I got it, I got it.
Do you think they put like a diesel
I mean, technically, he did catch the truck.
They pump gasoline in the
You're just in time for the most exciting part of my latest and greatest plan.
That's some
Behold!
lighting.
I'm draining these jellyfish of all their dangerous electricity so I can use it to destroy
Alright,
the
so this is
Krusty
a common
Krab.
misconception. Jellyfish
Pretty
do
cool,
not
huh?
have electricity.
Oh, and I should
No,
A
they
also
really
jellyfish
don't.
mention
thing is in
my
fact a
electric
microscopic needle
Yeah.
that gets shot into you and releases venom.
Kiss, kiss.
But it's a kid's show, so.
Yes,
We have to do
and the
something.
jellyfish
Yeah.
in SpongeBob
Let's
have
go
been
get some
established to have
milkshakes.
electric
No,
abilities.
Patrick, that's not
Yeah. I mean,
Like
clams
static
don't
shock.
fly, and the Flying Dutchman isn't a real thing, so it's fine.
Yes, it is. Well, the Flying Dutchman is a ship, not a person.
Well,
Punxsutawney Phil!
said it was going to be a good
It took me a long time to realize that those two were the same person.
I had no idea until you said it, and I'm like, oh, no, you're right.
Brian Doyle Murray is Bill Murray's brother, and they are both in Groundhog Day.
You'll be needing it where you're going.
So this next joke,
That guy's skinny.
this joke has two versions.
The perfume department.
The perfume department!
Like, what an old callback.
That's amazing! All is immediately forgiven. That's such a good reference.
Why are you writhing in pain?
But there's an alternate version where it's like a disco room, and they're forced to dance.
Well, why didn't they say so?
So there are two versions of it. This joke is so much better.
That's such a good
We'll
joke.
stop that shrimp with me cannons.
In the old days, Sandy would have just straight out said, "Because they're clams. Stupid."
I like how Patrick saw a scope and went, that
That
guy's
guy's skinny. Yeah, that was very funny.
Plankton's on this little television.
That's a telescope, Patrick.
Oh my gosh! He's zapping the Krusty Krab! Take a look, guys!
Plankton, don't be shy.
We have to stop
Oh my god,
Plankton.
that it's gone.
Cannonballs can't fix. Hey, what if we use this old net? You do know that net was tied to your leg, right? Wait, what?
Bye!
This is probably the coolest motion simulator bit ever.
Hey, Gary! Hey, Squidward!
What a good excuse for a lot of motion.
And the music, like everything is so wacky about this. I love it.
The Krusty Krab will be mine.
Well, that's what's nice about SpongeBob as a franchise is that it lends itself well to frenetic action.
The jellyfish are free.
Well, this looks like a perfect time for me to get out of here.
Ow! Where's SpongeBob?
I'm over here.
You're sucking in all the plankton's filthy soot.
Yep, we sponges are natural filters.
SpongeBob, it's over. Smells pretty.
Fellow jellyfishers, I salute thee. You did real well for your first time out.
Yeah, not bad.
Sayonara.
That's French for goodbye.
Jelly, lolly, lolly, jelly, jelly, lolly, lolly, jelly,
Watch Squidward.
jelly, lolly, lolly,
Jelly,
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 everyone
jelly.
sing.
Everyone sing!
And so our undersea journey comes to an end. Please be careful as you exit the submersible, and please do not try to smuggle any jellyfish out in your pants. Believe me, you will regret it. Au revoir.
Au revoir. That's French for goodbye.
You should have said that's Japanese for goodbye.
Hey.
That's French.
That was great. Well, I like the first one better, but that one was good. And a nice call back to the perfume department. One of my oldest favorite gags.
It's such a like rock bottom. Like it's such a season one.
Early
season 2.
SpongeBob, yes. Just in case.
We have to go through the perfume department. Was that where they were stuck on his boat?
Yeah, they were stuck on his boat, and they said the only way out of his boat is through the perfume department.
That was Shanghai, the dumb episode.
Yeah, because it was all just a gag.
They made it think you could vote for the ending.
Well, you could.
and then for the DVD, they had to remove and redub over Tom Kenny as Patchy the Pirate, and it made no sense to me as a child that it was like terribly dubbed.
Yes.
I think they did actually have alternate endings. They had an ending for everything that could be voted for. They just knew that SpongeBob's ending would probably win, so they spent the most effort on it. But they technically had other ones, and you can find them. Like, they're out there. They're pretty lame.
Somebody did a YouTube video about this whole debacle, which is how I found out about it. But yeah, it's giving you the illusion of choice. We do have one more thing we could watch.
One more simulator. Let's do it. What do we got? What's our last one?
Jimmy Neutron's Nicktoon Blast.
All right, that's all. I'm sold. Let's roll. I want to see that big-headed idiot.
So, Universal Studios. Remember the first thing you see when you walk in is Despicable Me Minion Mayhem.
Correct. And you said I'm going to go on that, and I said I'll wait in the gift shop.
Yeah.
And it was not fantastic. What is it? A ride I would go on again?
It was not funtastic.
No line. Sure. And I was about to say, it used to be the fantastic world of Hanna-Barbera, where
the Hanna-Barbera
that was a good one.
Snidely Whiplash and Muttley had kidnapped Elroy from the
No, Dick Dastardly. Snidely Whiplash is Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Yeah.
My bad.
This is Wacky Racers.
Dick Dastardly and Muttley. So then you'd get an emotion vehicle, and there would be 3D scenes of all the different places, but then there would be 2D characters flying around in front of you. That got replaced with what is arguably a more modern version of the same type of ride. There's a pre-show in this where we get an idea for what's going on. Thank you, Attractions Magazine, for letting us rip your YouTube video so 12 people can watch it together.
Yep.
Please support the original release.
Subscribe to Attractions Magazine.
This is the worst theater, though. It's a bunch of motion vehicles where you can see everybody in a car, and you can see the sides of the theater.
Thanks, Jimbal's No Trombo.
Goddard is best part of the entire show.
Hi, Jimmy! I can't do the voice.
I agree. Goddard is the most relatable character because everyone else... Well, I mean, Jimmy Neutron himself is an arrogant prick who causes more problems out of his own ego than anyone else.
Jimmy Neutron is the iconic high int low whiz character.
Yes. How long before we get a Jimmy Neutron reboot? Where he's a cool 2000s guy.
Can we please never?
Not 2000s.
Do you know who wrote Jimmy Neutron originally?
Who?
The guy who did Kung Pao, Enter the Fist.
That would explain why I don't remember any of the episodes, and it probably isn't that good.
Was it a movie first?
It was. It started as a movie that backdoor piloted the show.
Jimbo boy.
Oh boy, an exposed wall. I wonder what that could mean.
So the idea is
Man,
that
they kept the same framework and everything. I want my Hanna-Barbera, damn it.
Yeah.
We'll watch the Hanna-Barbera one next time, because the pre-show has the actual Hanna-Barbera men, like the two men that are Hanna and Barbera.
Oh yeah.
It's the egg guy.
Who's the voice?
I don't know.
What are you doing here? You left on my ship, Mr. Falkins. You gave all this later.
Ron Paulson is a treasure.
Yeah.
If anyone hasn't seen the video of Mr. Krabs and Carl Weezer eating M&Ms, it's great.
Huh.
Oh, well, that's Maurice LaMarche.
I hate these egg villains.
Wait, hang on. Is that?
I need to look up the voice.
No, it's not. Never mind.
It's either some. I thought it was Maurice LaMarche, but I could be wrong now.
No, then they'd be invaded by Orson Welles.
For those who aren't familiar with Jimmy Neutron that much, these villains were the villains from that first movie as well.
Yes.
Paul Greenblatt?
He's some kind of space alien mind meld.
Okay, he's only known for Jimmy Neutron, so that's fair.
Was Danny Phantom one of the
You said the Mark I is slightly
He was, just not at this time, unfortunately, because Jimmy Neutron would, or Danny Phantom would make a cool ride.
I have lost interest because Danny Phantom was going to be the only reason I was going to enjoy this. Listen, I had a crush on Danny Phantom. I didn't know because I didn't know I was gay at the time. But
Yeah, we
in
all did.
retrospect,
That's fair.
I had a crush on Danny Phantom.
Hey, Universal, why are there other people already in the rockets when we're going in? You know what
Yeah.
Universal needs to really do is let people out first before letting the next group in.
Yeah, but that would reduce capacity.
I hate it. I hate that. I've never been more uncomfortable than going on The Simpsons and having to move in that tiny room to let the other people
You know what
out of the
I
ride
hate?
Yeah, that's
before I
bad.
got in.
I hate how lightly they reskinned this whole place after Hanna-Barbera closed. It's literally the same set, the same props.
Yeah. Oh, we get source video. Cool.
Rain Blast!
Man, I'm glad I'm not in that thing. Here's your luck. Okay, everybody, hang on.
Let's roll and see everyone except Cat Dog.
Rugrats were in the sewer there for a second. Hey Arnold up
Oh,
there.
it must be at a water park.
There's a lot of Easter eggs here.
Hey Arnold was
Hey
just
Arnold.
like...
Yeah.
Hey Arnold was just like a drama series, right?
Yeah.
There was very little that was like traditionally animated children's show about it.
I like that this is all within a studio.
Oh, yeah.
Like all these cartoons are filmed at a soundstage.
Yes. I like that it kind of has... Oh, yeah.
We kidnapped Angelica.
Yeah, kill her.
Fine, take her.
Kill her!
Yeah, really.
At least Rugrats had Jewish representation.
That was close. This is gonna be close.
I remember the episode where they reenact, what do you call it?
I like that he knows who they are because of that switching episode.
Baconhead? Okay.
Wagon.
Don't let him eat my Jimmy. This isn't really helping, guys.
Shut up, Carl.
Just give him your walk. Okay, here, Carl.
I like how the theater is widescreen now.
Sounds like a witch.
And now we're on the alien ride.
You don't really like this here. Not just stopping, Carl.
And as always, we go underground for
This
something.
time I don't take it.
Of course.
I don't know.
Just because you can have a potential of everything being an egg? Alright, that was a good trolling.
Le Bistro, and he was like screaming in French. That was funny. Yeah, I don't know why the
trap.
It's so nice to see you. And your little friends, too. And you know there's one more friend that's been looking very forward to seeing you.
I love how
Oh, is it the giant chicken monster?
It is!
Contra? Ultra. Ow.
Yes,
I heard
I'll
Contra.
teach you the meaning. Ow.
Raz?
Wait, was it?
That might
She
be
sounded like Raz.
Ultra is probably voiced by Jim Cummings, let's be real.
Oh, that guy
Take
died.
your belt off and wrap it around the modulator, like.
Yeah, why do
There's
science
so
win
much
magic?
happening.
Kinda hoping is a pilot. Nothing to worry about, Carl. Prepare to splash down. Okay, whatever you say.
A third SpongeBob 3D movie.
A rocket-powered jellyfish. Here, jelly.
SpongeBob, no! If that rocket wasn't there, SpongeBob's dead.
No, SpongeBob is basically impervious to damage. No! Oh.
With the can! The pineapple can!
That was the least damage done to Squidward
Yeah.
in the past motion simulators.
And yet the second most amount of damage under the Krusty Krab.
Yes.
Oh.
See that, Carl?
And it all leads.
Why do you have a
that's
giant
convenient.
pipe in your
That's
house?
why do you have a giant pipe that leads directly to Bikini Bottom in your house?
Yeah.
And why did they just board up the hole?
So you could crash through it again.
What is the plot of this?
Oh, wait.
The egghead
It
stole
gets better.
Carl's plush or something?
I don't think I can, Jimmy. The rhythm's got me. Besides, what can I do? Cosmo's wand! Oh, yeah. Superpower laser beam!
Huh.
Dead.
Nice shot, Carl.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Did he say,
Jim.
"Oh,
Check
poo"?
this out. Glamour.
There we go.
Thanks for helping me save the universe. Got a blast.
What?
Carl.
Chalk Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember Chalk Zone.
Wow,
That was
remember
good.
Chalk Zone?
Was that you gotta draw something?
Yeah, that was Rudy. You gotta draw something.
we saw a brief flash of the SpongeBob meet and greet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, gentlemen, to wrap up, I think we should elect or nominate the best of the motion simulators. Which one was your favorite and why? And you're going to start this time because visually speaking, you're where I normally am.
Yeah.
So you can.
That's because I got to run to the computer.
Yes.
God, I mean, Back to the Future is
This
good, but
guy.
it doesn't have enough. Back to the Future is good. It doesn't have enough, like, of Back to the Future things during the film. It's
Doesn't
like
have
we
enough
go to
fan
like
service for
we
you?
go to Ice Age and then we go to Lava World where there's a dinosaur. Like those things
Okay,
never
all
happened
right,
in Back
fair.
to the Future. I don't think the third one came out yet, but it would be really cool if you ended it with like a Western train chase sequence or something like that.
It was timed out that the ride was supposed to open around the same time the third one came out, but in the end it was delayed due to construction issues. So it ultimately opened after the entire trilogy had been completed. Still,
okay,
it is the one that holds my heart.
I would love to go on it now.
Yeah.
They really could just swap out Simpsons with Back to the Future for one day if they wanted to. I don't think they ever will, though.
And,
I
you
think
know, they
Funhouse
can stop
Express-
paying that other company.
I think Funhouse Express is the one that I remember the most from Niagara Falls before
Okay.
they completely ruined it with the updated crap version. I also like the weird Funhouse aesthetic, and I named one of my comics Clown Chaos because of this ride film. So,
Very different kind of clown chaos, though.
You know, you don't have to bring it up, and then I don't have to say anything.
I think you brought it up yourself, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I didn't elaborate.
That's fair.
You didn't.
I think SpongeBob 40 is still my favorite. In 4 minutes, it's the
Which
most
one?
solid comedy. The first one. The
first
The
one,
pickle.
Okay.
I can watch that
That's a
so
good
many
one.
times. It's always funny. I never noticed the fish who sees the pickle bouncing and stops eating to go. It's one of my favorites. And Tom guessed the ending, which is funny.
Yes. Well, it's a pretty obvious guess.
Yeah.
But, my favorite was the Star Race one.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I like the aesthetic. It's a simple
The one with McCree?
idea. What's that?
The one with McCree or the...
Yeah, with McCree as the
Caveman.
pilot, yeah.
The one that was called Star Race. Yeah.
Okay, so the other one was called like Space Quest. So
Something
they were
like
very
that.
similar.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Fair enough. But yeah, the one where you're doing episode 1 pod racing, and I don't know. I just like it. Was good. It stuck with me. It was simple. Had all the herky jerky motions we need for a motion simulator, and it had a nice clear premise. I guess it was just the one I remember and liked the most. That's not to say any of the other ones were less. Well, actually, I guess that is what that's saying. Doesn't matter. That was my favorite. Ben, your turn.
So before we would have started tonight, I would have said 100% that Back to the Future was my favorite. And I honestly
You're
think
gonna
I
let
still
me
have to
down,
stand
aren't
behind
you?
it.
Yay!
Like
In this house, we stand Back to the Future.
I came very
Always.
close with the first SpongeBob because that was so well written. Like we've already gushed on that one. That was so good.
It is very well done.
If the first SpongeBob somehow snuck in the perfume department, it might have won.
The other thing I'll say about Back to the Future is the way the theming of the building, like it wasn't just what we saw. They did actually decorate it, and it really wasn't, it felt like you were in a real environment.
SpongeBob did
I
have
felt
like the 4-minute pre-show, but Back to the Future had like a 25 minutes worth of pre-show footage before.
Well, that's the difference between like
So
a major theme park company like Universal versus these smaller companies who get licenses and you're just putting them into as many simulators as possible.
Yeah.
Like that was just, those other ones are designed to be temporary. Back to the Future was built to last until it wasn't.
But now it lasts on Blu-ray discs.
There you go.
Yeah,
it does.
And
I
free
think
on YouTube.
And I think we can all agree worst was Aliens.
Yes.
Aliens was at least the most disappointing.
Yeah.
Maybe
I had high expectations.
Maybe someone could like objectively analyze it in some
like
somewhere
Dino
else,
Island is the worst in production value, but at least I don't have the high expectations for them to let me down. Aliens, great physical sets, so much potential wasted.
Yeah. Dino Island had low production values, but only insofar as the CG wasn't that great.
Yes.
I think that Dino Island did more with a smaller budget than the Alien one did.
You know what? I would agree with you there, Ben.
Like, I think that Alien film broke so many rules about how motion simulators are supposed to work. Like they jump cut hard. Like the SpongeBob one occasionally did a little bit of a cut, but you were always stationary when a cut was occurring. Like on both ends of it, you were still, so it was not a problem really. And also, like we already said, SpongeBob's universe is very chaotic, cartoony. You're allowed to break the rules of reality and not have it be jarring. The whole point of Alien, it's a scary, realistic attraction, or at least it's billed as one. And you're jump cutting around to show things that don't make any sense, that break my sense of immersion. If you're going to try and scare me on an attraction, what you need to do is either cheap jump scares, which there really weren't that many of, or you need to immerse me in this story where I am terrified of both the aliens and the impending nuclear bomb. Like, you've got so many threats here, and I'm not afraid because I'm just confused and bored.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much of that attraction was driving down a hallway.
Am I watching a movie or am I being part of the movie?
Yes.
And that's the other problem, is that it felt like they wanted to make an Alien movie, but also a ride simulator. And even Jeffrey Combs couldn't save that ride. All right. Well, gentlemen, it's pretty late in the night.
It certainly is.
Yes. We kind of joked when we first discussed motion simulators, like it's going to be a great 3-hour show.
Yeah.
Little did we realize.
It might have actually turned out a little bit that way. All right. Well, thank you all for watching Ride Rehab Watches. This has been our motion simulator spectacular.
Yeah. If you enjoyed this one, let us know, because there are plenty more motion simulators. There's a whole playlist on YouTube that somebody's just uploaded all of these motion simulators for free. Some of them are kind of terrible. Not all of them have interesting dialogue and stories. Some of them are just dead silence, no music, just sound effects of things happening. And they all are bad 3D animated.
That's it.
That's it. If you like our stuff, Ben, Thomas, me, we have a Twitch channel called The Screen Hole. You'll see the URL at the end of the credits.
All right, everyone. I think we've done the outro for long enough. We'll see you at the next one. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
That was such a good idea.